baby, she's the queen. Come and kiss the ring. Hey girl, you made so beautiful. Hey girl, you made so magical. Hey girl, you made original. You the boss, yeah. You the boss, yeah. Hey girl, you made so beautiful. Hey girl, you made so magical. Hey girl, you made original. You the boss, yeah. You the boss, yeah. You are beautiful.
Hey, hey, hey,
She's
ladies.
amazing, baby, she's a 10. Every time you see her, it feels so good to meet her. Dripping in her classy swag, driving with her friends. Baby, she's the boss. Hey, to go get lost. I can feel it when she walk, when she walk. Oh, I can hear it when she talk, when she talk. Baby, that's her power, cause she's strong. She's
Hi, everyone. Let me know if you can hear me. Please put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to Thursday Night Live with Glamrocs. Please hit the like button as you come in. Okay. I can hear myself. Let me know if you can hear me by putting a one in the chat, please. Hey y'all, hey, hey girlfriends, hey glam squad, come on in, come on in. We have a lot to talk about, okay? So come on in, ladies, come on in. Let's talk. So hey Shayla Massey, hi beautiful. How are you? I hope you had a blessed day today. I am so sorry for the technical difficulties that I had this morning. I'm waiting for a few more people to come in. Make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come in there. Yeah, girl, we got a lot to talk about, okay? A lot to talk about. So there's a few people. Hey, y'all, to all five that are watching, even those in the bushes. Hey, boo. So tonight we got a lot on the lineup, okay? Just make sure y'all hit the like button and throw this thing in the algorithm, okay? So tonight we're gonna be discussing everything Martell crazy ass Holt. Love and Marriage Huntsville. Marcel always in Mel face. Cause Bottom Row Soul know he loves him. Who called him that? I can't remember where I heard it from. Is it Chit Chat with QT? No. Here for hot tea. I can't remember. But it is so funny what they say about his tea. About his tea. Ah. Woo! Hey, Just Angel. Hey, boo. Come on in. Yes, girl. I need them blessings. And same to you. Come on in. Girl, Marta. Girl. That's crazy because somebody just told me the other day I divorced the demon. Oh, Lord. I know Mel feels like she is delivered. You hear me? Mel feels like she is delivered. So, ladies, come on in. Please hit the like button, share, and turn on your notification bells so you don't miss another upload. Okay. So, we have 5 people watching now. Hey, y'all. Hey, come on in. I'm going to get started in 2 more minutes. So we can start talking. And then we're going to be talking about the Scott storyline, honey. That is an non-existent storyline. We also gonna be about Stormy acting hood rich, girl. You know how hood rich people act whenever they get some money around tax season. Yeah, that's up. And we gonna talk about Mel being unbothered, okay, by the haters. Then I'm gonna be talking about the two posts that I posted in one 2 weeks ago, one a week ago. Then we're gonna go into the never ever mets. And y'all know that's what I love is talking about relationships, divorce, separation, everything. So for those who don't know, I am a moderator over there for Tony Gaskins. And if you're not following Tony Gaskins, you should. Married, divorce, in a relationship is complicated. I think we all need advice from good men, and I am also a connoisseur of everything RC Blake's, right? So the new show, The Never Ever Mets, is a new show on OWN about people who met online, girl. And y'all know how I feel about meeting people online, y'all. They be crazy. Shoot, these men be crazy in real life, girl. So I can't imagine online. Mel is spraying on the wings of God love. Girl, Mel is gliding. You hear me? You hear me, Jess? Mel is gliding. Okay? She paid them dust. Mel is soaring on the wings of God. Girl, you make me want to start singing that song. The gospel song. Yes, she is, ma'am. Girl, you love Tony Gaskin? Hey. Yeah, I'm one of his moderators for the past 5 years. His ministry got me out of my... Oh, girl. Tony Gaskins and RC Blake has delivered us. You hear me? Yes, honey. Even after I discovered Tony Gaskins when I was going through my divorce. And baby, Tony Gaskins helped me through some rough seasons, Jess. Yes, I do love Tony Gaskins. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get started. As people come in, I will greet them. So let me do this. Um Girl, yes. So let me just mention everything said is for entertainment purposes only. Yeah, that's it. Everything is for entertainment purposes. Don't come over here striking my channel, acting stupid or acting dumb, okay? Be at peace with yourself. Be at peace with yourself. All right. Let's get started. So, as you guys can see, I have the promo pick for the next season up, and on the promo pick, it is the Love and Marriage Huntsville cast, the core six. Okay, Destiny, eat your heart out. Stormy, Mama, Pitbull, eat your heart out. Okay, it's the core six. Okay, no matter how much I don't like half of the haters on here, it's the core six that started the show. So act right, okay? Destiny, let me just get into it. Hey, y'all, come on in. Please hit the like button. So first, I wanted to discuss Martell, right? So Martell has been trying to seek attention from whomever he can get attention from. Hey, Lassie. Hey, boo. Hey, girl, come on in. Please remember to hit the like button and then come on in, ladies. So Martell been over here trying to get his ass some attention from whoever he can get it from. So his tie behind went over there on IG putting Mrs. Holt under Sheree. Now, we know Sheree love her some money, right? And we know it took her about 10 years to build Chateau Sheree. What Martell not gonna think she gonna do is take care and provide for him. Cause remember he talking about he want a woman that's gonna protect what? Like nigga, this like you could tell when fathers are not in women's lives because we have Pygmishas over there loving him, and we have Martell on interviews talking about he need a woman to protect him. What did Mel do? Mel covered you. Mel was making it seem like you was out here working when you wasn't. When you wasn't out here working. Sheila Messi says, I'm cooking, but I'm listening. Hey, boo, what you cooking, girl? I will comment as much as I can. I understand, boo. I be doing the same thing when I be on lives. Just like I was on Tatum Live last night. The Gossip Girls. I was cooking and doing all type of stuff and feeding my man and my kids. So, yeah. So he over here want to be protected. Y'all, is it me or am I too traditional that I think a man should be a provider? Huh? How he want a woman to protect him? So he want to go over there to Chateau Cheray and live up in her chateau. Hey y'all, hey, come on in, hit the like button. Let's get this live started. So I want to know from you ladies, is it me? Is it me? Am I too traditional? Has thing? I mean, I'm Haitian. I am raised traditional, um, and with certain values when it comes to marriage and raising kids. But I didn't think any of us is so far from that. No matter your nationality. How this man gonna sit up here and say he wants a woman to protect him? And Mel was his covering because all this time from season one, we thinking Martell was out here cutting grass, um, flipping houses with Mel, redoing what they do. But he was out here going to lay on them cheetah sheets with Sorbug. You know what I'm saying? Just as here's the gag. My daddy issues wouldn't let me go to bat for one like that. Come on now, Jess. You better speak the truth. You better speak the truth. That means you're an intelligent woman. Because some of them out here, baby, the way they over there on IG rooting for Martell, you would have thought Martell was not the one that cheated in the marriage. You would have thought that Martell is not the one over here that put out revenge. You know what I'm saying? Girl, say that. Sheila, my husband loved T-bones. Girl, I got one on my hands too. He like to eat. He a 240 6'3" man, so I gotta feed him. I gotta feed him, child. He loves steaks. Leslie, no, it's not you. A man should be a provider. Thank you. Listen, even to the one I'm talking to right now, I came in first week we talking. He's like, I could tell you were no BS. And once we started dating and he found out that I listened to Tony Gaskins and RC Blake's, he already knew. You ain't gonna come over here and Kevin Samuels me, nickel. Get get yourself right, sir, because I could provide everything for me. But no, I want to be provided for. Okay. I don't want to be a man. I want to rest in my femininity because in my last marriage, Martell Jr., girl, almost made me lose my mind, girl. If it was not for Jesus and therapy, Jess, you aren't to anything that works for you and isn't hurting anyone else. Girl, I know. You right, Jess. Let's see. A man's God's given job is to provide for and protect his family. But girl, I can't tell. Martell say he needs a woman out here to protect him. Oh God. Now hearing how the kids are mistreated while in his care, boy. Girl. Leslie, you're gonna get me mad too quick now. I'm trying to get in at least 30 more minutes before I get hot. Girl. When the Gossip Girls was talking about that, and the thing about it is, for them to mention that Paris, girl, we already be on your mama throat. Now, let me tell you something. What Google said, view tab. Girl, not Paris out here bothering these kids, honey, because we gonna be on your neck and your daddy gonna have to come out here and try to protect you and really get on your mama case. Girl, I got associates that dislike or jealous. Girl, you lying to me, Jess. A woman who knows her worth, and I pray for them. Girl, let me tell you, that's what my boo said. He said, I could tell you love yourself, and it's just the way I carry myself. It's just the way I carry myself, period. And these women who are pygmishas, let me tell you, Jess, I am 43 years old, and I have women to this day right now. I know husbands having kids on them, like the second child on them, but they always in single people business. Ma'am, what's your sign? I'm an Aquarius. My birthday's February 4th. Aquarius, and I got a tattoo on my arm. Girl, let me not even talk about that tattoo because I got it when I turned 43 years ago. And girl, I thought I was doing the thing, okay? Girl, Jess, yes, I will. We aren't gonna talk about the kids right now because I'm trying to get in really good into this Thursday night live because I'm about to get hot, okay? So y'all come on in. Please like the live as you come in so you can throw me in the algorithm and let's talk, okay? So Martell is out here martelling, being dumb. I'm sure her mom puts her up to to treat them bad. Exactly. Let me tell you one thing about kids. Kids only do what they see you do. If you talk back, because listen, okay, yo, I used to do this on TikTok. I know a lady right now who is married, personally knows her. And the way she talks to her husband now, I notice that the children are starting to talk to the husband like that. And I don't like that. I don't like that. And I understand that he's a mellow guy and he's with an aggressive wife. That's who he chose to marry. But you don't disrespect your husband. And now the kids are talking to, anyway, let me stay out of people marriage. Leslie, still she's old enough to know better and probably see how their lifestyle has changed and tries to take it out on them. Exactly. Let me put on my glasses, y'all. Exactly. You're absolutely correct. Was it Coca-Cola's gonna send it? She said, I'll be mad too if my mama can't take me on vacations. Girl, them kids going over there with their good clothes on. You know what I'm saying? And her kids wearing H&M and they over there getting hot. But child, let me get off the kids so I could get in here because I'm a Paris has a lot to unlearn. Yes, I honestly I don't blame Paris. Um her father needs to think about getting her therapy because from my understanding, her Coleslaw and him have shared custody, right? So he cannot control what goes on at Coleslaw many houses that she moves to every year because she does not have a stable home. Yes, that young lady has a lot to learn and she's becoming a teenager. Can you imagine? Melody kids coming there with certain clothes or acting certain ways, or she used to live a certain lifestyle um the when the mama was getting a Melody's money and it just ain't life for them like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, just angel women like that have very low self-esteem and don't like seeing confident women like Mel. Girl, if I could tell y'all right now, somebody told me somebody don't like me and I don't even know the lady, I'm like, it must be my confidence. But one thing I do, I'm always talking about relationships and women about low self-esteem no matter where I'm at in that clinic. Okay. And one thing they don't like is how I do it. Because I ain't finna shut my mouth for nobody. For nobody. And girl, they don't like that. So Martell out here wanting to be protected. I don't even think that Sheree is paying Martell any attention. I think Sheree is playing Martell dust, but so he can get Martell's attention because Sheree already said when she was out to dinner with a few friends that he's still in her DMs. So it didn't work out because what Sheree thought is Martell probably lied to Sheree like most men do and say, "Oh, I ain't with her. She just bothering me." Talking about his baby mama. She's always bothering me, but I'm not with her. And Sheree probably notices why he at the chateau. She's always calling, always texting, and he always lying. So Sheree probably notices, you know, and plus they were right. Look what happened. He couldn't pay for her damn dinner in December. What? Or I'm sorry, was it December when he got arrested for the RP situation? Like Sheree, you are a lot of things, but being with the abuser is not something I thought Sheree would do. Okay. So Martell out here trying to get wifed. He trying to get provided for. Sheree is way too no. Sheree is way old enough to know better. Nah, she's not, Leslie. We got women in our 40s and 50s just like out here that don't know no better. Sheree Picker is off. Okay. Now, if you've been watching Sheree from the beginning of when she started on Love, I'm about to say Love and Marriage Huntsville on RHOA, you see that Sheree Picker. Oh, did y'all see what Bob used to do to her and how Bob used to talk to her? Sheree is a woman that likes money and does not care how she gets it. Okay. Bob ain't nobody a woman should have slept with. Okay. But Sheree saw that ching ching. And that man dogged her out like a dog. Hey, Denise, aka Pearl 1908 in the building, girl. Welcome to the Glam Squad. Hey, boo. So yeah, so he out here trying to be damn chosen. Jess, Sheree suffered from imbalanced self worth. Bob was ugly. Girl, did you see how ugly that man was and abusive? And Sheree sat there and took that just what because he was getting money. But soon as Bob got injured, did you see that? So that goes two ways, right, Jess? Sheree has a problem where she loves money and she is imbalanced. But what about these women that don't care how the man look or what he has or what he does and how abusive? Look at Jenny Mai and Jeezy. Girl, did y'all hear? Girl, Jenny Mai is showing the court docs are out. She's showing bruises on her thigh and leg to where when Jeezy was drunk, Jeezy was riding the golf court and injured her, but he's denying the abuse. But Jeannie Mai took pictures and she got screenshots of texts where she said, "Babe, look at my leg, and I gotta wear so many dresses this week." And he said, "Oh, sorry, babe. I've been thinking about ways to make it up to you." That's why I say never look at celebrities and say those are relationship goals. Y'all don't know what goes on behind closed doors. If you looked at my marriage when I was married, let me lower my tone so my sons don't hear me. When you look at my marriage on the outside, you would have thought we were good. But no, baby, there was physical and emotional going on in there. Baby, when I tell you I was choked at 7 months pregnant, it is God that me and my son is still alive to this day. You hear me? Let's see. Sheree dealt with herself, so why would she have anything to do with exactly? I think that Sheree did like Martell at first, like it was real for her, but I think Martell was an opportunist and Martell was just trying, to use Sheree. But I don't think Sheree is going to go back to Martell. I think Martell's just trying to be chosen and provided for, like he said. He wanted a woman to be his covering. So another thing I wanted to discuss. Exactly, boo. It is cut both ways. It's let's see. Oh, like Lisi. Lisi. Am I pronouncing it correct? Lisi. Lisi. Okay. Girl, I'm so sorry, Lisi. Jess, set your relationship goals with whom you are in a relationship. Come on, Jess. What is the problem with women not noticing that? Do they think the optics and the pictures and whatever? Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna be a whole wife out here before anybody see any pictures. You hear me? I've never been that person that want social media to be, my guiding light. It is God. Okay. Like me and my one of my friends were just discussing. I date in private. We're together when you see us out to dinner, you see us at festivals, you see us traveling. We're together, right? But we're not social media together. I do not have to post for you to see me with a man. I do not have to post on social media and pictures. Oh, we're together. Okay? You see us, but we don't discuss our relationship on social media or with any other outsiders other than a therapist, a counselor, or with God. Period. Okay, Lisi. Girl. I've been calling you Leslie for the longest, huh? My bad. Sorry, Lisi. Come on then, ladies. Press like, throw us in the algorithm, and let's talk about it. So, y'all, I believe that Martell Holt has decided that since Coleslaw and her best friend, the CC, y'all know who the CC is, failed the mission, he aborted their ass, right? And now has gone out possibly into some DMs for bloggers. Again, this is all in my opinion, okay? And this is all for entertainment purposes. I believe that Martell has contacted bloggers, and he's now having CCs and bloggers attack Mel because Coleslaw and her best friend, the CC that kept putting out videos, failed the mission. But I think, in my opinion, that the CC wants some cash. Because she said Carlos King had contacted her, but with the money they were offering her, she was like, it's a no-go. So that makes me think that she needs some money to put out some more videos because y'all, when Mel had her thing, her mimosas with Melody, that's when they usually put out something. And if y'all notice that CC ain't put out nothing, right? So I believe she like, where my coins at? Y'all, you ain't giving me no coins. Your baby daddy ain't giving me no coins. I ain't putting out no more videos. So now CCs and bloggers that were not attacking Mel or talking about the show, all of a sudden are talking about Mel, disrespecting her kids, calling Mel a narcissist. Because I showed y'all some screenshots earlier, or was it yesterday or the other day? I showed y'all screenshots of women calling Mel a narcissist. Are y'all serious out here? Are you serious? Yes, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much, Lisi. Hey, community and culture. Y'all go over there and follow her because she giving y'all the tea down there in Mississippi and down south news. Howdy. Hey, boo. I made it. Hey, Chad. You're not late, boo. We're just getting into it, talking about Martell and him wanting to be protected. So since now I noticed that these bloggers, in my opinion, are attacking Mel, I believe he is the one that has gotten in their DMs or have gotten in contact with them, because everything he do, I'm gonna put my little two fingers from the color purple up. Everything Martell does is going to fail. He went to Tasha K, okay, and y'all know damn Tasha K ain't got no morals, okay, nor values. She just want whatever money that Martell was about to give her. So you know what I'm saying? Because y'all know she getting sued for $4 million. Okay. So he went over there and she just let him talk, but she act like she was doing a real interview and being non-biased, but whatever. So because the Tasha K interview did not work out, he's right now trying to see how he can use social media to his leverage. People, exactly. People who clearly don't know narcissists. How you gonna call Mel a narcissist? Huh? Like what's wrong with these women, Jess? What is wrong with these women? Please remember to please like and subscribe as you come in, join the Glam Squad, and please follow all and any CCs or bloggers that stop through. So now another thing, Queen Sheba already did mention it because somebody came in my comments to mention it, but I really did not see it until now because I am guilty of when they talked about Martell being in the psych ward, making a video about it. But that was my commentary. I'm not going to take that back. But I have come to realize now, when this T.S. Madison situation, there is a plot within a plot within a plot that Martell ass think his ass is smart to try to use us, those who support Melody, whether you just be a millimeter, whether you just be a person that support Mel, because I consider myself a person that support women, okay? And yes, I do support Mel. So I believe he's using all of Melody tribe to try to trend, okay? And I heard Queen Sheba, but I saw it today. When I made that video, I said, wait a minute. Martell people are planting stories so we can talk about him and so his ass can trend. Because y'all notice, since this trailer promo came out, he was not he didn't promote it until like 2 to 3 days later. And once he did is once he started, like, now he's all out. Y'all, Martell's been quiet. Martell ass has been quiet. And now that the court case has also been rescheduled, you know what I'm saying? He out here trying to use those Melody's tribe to trend, okay? Because he know will make a video quick. But I ain't gonna lie. I know I ain't finna make no money on YouTube. I know, because with the way the algorithm work is you got to constantly make videos, shorts and stuff like that for your videos to be seen. I even noticed that some of my engagements have already gone down because I'm not putting out certain content. But I'm not gonna help Martell. Martell's not gonna ride my back. He's not gonna ride my cootie cat. I am not Sheree. I'm definitely not coleslaw, and I do not get paid in Skittles. Okay. Lit Lisi said if he wasn't in the psych ward, he needed to be. Girl, absolutely. And to this day, if y'all looked at the court documents, they did ask him to do a psych evaluation. It's like 9, 10 months later. He still has not done it, and he refuses to do it. And I believe now that the court date, I think, has been rescheduled to the summer, I think June, July. Martell Holt should be held in contempt. Okay? Unless this judge really like his ass, because I don't understand how he gets to get away with not doing what the court asks him to do. And he still has custody of the kids. So shared custody should stop until a psych eval has happened, because when we take it for we don't the AB situation serious, this is how we see stuff on TV. Now, I'm not trying to say that would happen to Mel or her children. All I'm trying to say is the court is not taking this as serious as the court docs show. Along with his fake beef with the Scott. Girl, what damn beef? They ain't got no damn beef. Hey, Linda. Y'all, Linda, let me just tell you right now, because you got to give people their flowers while they're alive. Let me tell y'all, I appreciate Linda Gamble so much. She is my first moderator for me as a new YouTube. I've been on YouTube now. YouTube just told me I've been on here 10 years, but I always been in the bushes. I just came out basically like 3 months ago reviewing the show while it was off. But I've always been watching the show from season 1, and I've always been posting my beauty makeup contents from when I do my clients' makeup, or I do carnival, or I travel for weddings. So I really appreciate you, Linda Gamble. I see you as a mod on several CCs. I really appreciate you helping us out here. And I just want to give you your flowers and tell you that I love and appreciate you. Shout out to Miss Linda. Yes, ma'am. Shout out to Miss Linda, baby. Yeah, girl, Linda the goat. Linda, you the goat, sis. Yeah. So I believe he is using Mel's tribe and those who support Melody to trend. Because y'all damn know that we don't care nothing about Martell like that, other than reporting his that's how I got here 3 months ago talking about Martell. I saw how his behavior was escalating off from the screen. So if his behavior is demonic off on the screens when you're not even shooting, and allegedly, in my opinion, 2 seasons ago on the reunion, he tore up his damn dressing room. Who held him back? And look at the trip where they had to call Marceau to come and help him to try to calm him down. But yet he gets arrested, and Carlos King, you filmed that? You filmed that? Let me tell you something. Everybody on that show, if they leave, can sue for emotional abuse. Even Tiffany, even though I know she was going through postpartum, yes, ma'am, you can sue Carlos King for emotional distress. Okay, I know you was in everybody's business, but I believe your producer told you to do all of that. Okay, so y'all, the Scots have no damn storyline again. So Carlos King said this week that what we saw on the preview trailer is basically everything that will be happening on the new season. Now, for now, I am still going to be reviewing the show. Okay. I am. Thank you for giving Linda her flowers. Yay. Come on in, ladies. Hit the like button and join the Glam Squad. So, Scots again have no damn storyline, because if Carlos King tells us that what we saw on the trailer is what's going to be happening, so what the hell? You trying to tell me that Tisha is now a narrator for everybody goddamn relationship? But her marriage that she's getting disrespected on? Huh? Or in? So you trying to tell me she sat there when Nell came on? Have you ever experienced infidelity in your marriage? Y'all already know for all the seasons straight she was in Mel's and Martell's marriage, and now she in this damn Dusty and Sunny situation. Huh? So y'all trying to tell me She doesn't. Tisha has no storyline. That's basically what y'all telling me. Because when did Tisha talk about her marriage? Every time somebody try to talk to Tisha about her marriage, she gets up and leaves. Okay, she gets up. Yes, you can. She gets up and leaves. So okay, so the Scots have no storyline. Tisha is now a narrator for all damn relationships, but her husband disrespects her. Went and got a vasectomy without telling her, knowing that she wanted one more damn child. So that goes to tell me, if you're gonna go do a surgery like that without your wife knowing, you are around here slaying. Okay, then we have Maurice, the albino snake, with his wife Kimmy. Martell is a good man, Savannah ass, with no damn storyline. So again, Martell and Mel is their storyline, and they're supposedly holding Martell accountable. Really? They're sitting on a couch talking about Martell and Mel. Really? So okay, so the Scots have no storyline. That's what Carla's trying to tell us. And girl, it's Marceau ass that is so in love. I don't care what nobody say to me. Marceau ass is in love with Melody Cherie Rogers. Yes, he is. Do y'all see how he giggles like a little, girl every time he sees Mel? Like, that's unfair. That's unfair. Y'all, if Marceau had the opportunity to meet Melody, marry her instead of Tisha, that nigga be gone. You hear me? That man loves to smell Melody's aura. Okay? He loves to smell Melody's aura. But let me change this screen. Give me a second, y'all. Y'all, do y'all see Mel? Mel, it's the elegance for me. Mel is unbothered. Mel has came out way before this J Bolin collection. Since the picture promo, the photos came out before they even showed the trailer, Mel have not said not yet about this new season. When I tell you sis is unbothered, Lisa says the Scots never have a storyline. They don't. And Mel made it very clear to them last season and the season before. Listen, stop making me your damn storyline. Y'all got all type of lawsuits out here. Y'all business opens and closes. Y'all look like y'all only have it for major events that the college be having. Y'all getting so much liens and stuff. Marceau can't put a goddamn handle on a damn door. First of all, does Tisha have a damn office? We've been waiting 3 damn years for Tisha to get a door on a damn office and get a damn office. And he disrespects her and hires somebody to be a manager. So that goes to tell you, he doesn't trust your college degrees because he probably know where they came from. Jess, tissue paper. Jess, don't stop that. Jess says tissue paper Tisha needs to make up her mind. Girl. Is she a businesswoman without an office or a homemaker with hobbies? Girl, did you see in one season last year, her ass was flip-flopping? She want to be, I thought her ass was leaving the show the way she was talking. And now she a businesswoman. Girl, she don't know what she want to be. She don't know what she want to be. With a husband like that, I'll have low self-esteem too. He always making it seem like Tisha's not capable of talking. Yeah, we already know she talked with a country slang. She can't pronounce nothing. But let that lady talk. Marceau, boy, and Marceau talks to her like a little girl. Like, do you want to really do this, Tisha? I don't think Tisha really wanted to do that because Slaw did say she was going to put his damn business out there. Marceau wanted Tisha to shut the hell up. Mel is unapologetically bossed up. There you go. Lisi says, I used to laugh when Mel would tell Marceau to finish it. Girl, till this day, he hasn't finished a project. Y'all saw how that situation happened with the man barbershop and all of that. Tisha still crying about a damn office. They trying to pick damn doors or windows for the house that they building. Girl, they going to lands, taking pictures with the land. And I don't know if they finna get that land or build anything. But if they had Melody with them on their side, that house would have been built 5 years ago, child, 2 seasons ago. So Mel is out here unbothered. You listen. You got Stormy out here acting stupid, trying to compete with Mel. Mel ain't say nothing. You got Tisha out here narrating, trying to be in people business. Mel ain't say nothing. You got her ex-husband out here now trying to pay people, and allegedly, in my opinion, to harass her and attack her and attack those who love her, those tribe who support her. Mel still unbothered. So now you got Sonny coming on with Moses, and it looks like Sonny may gravitate more towards Mel this season. Girl, y'all already know it's about to be them against them. But I'm ready for it. But Sonny look like she ain't playing with their ass neither. Season 1, episode 1, Kimmy told Tisha she doesn't need to follow Mel's blueprint and be a mini. Girl, you remember season 1, boo? Because I clearly remember season 1. I clearly remember when they were getting them damn massages. Girl, before they got the massage, when they were coming up to Mel's house, how jealous that they were when they saw how Mel was living up in the hill. And Mel still is up on the hill, just in another house. I'm sure Tisha wishes she followed Mel's blueprint. Girl, you saw how they was trying to give her advice for her last show, and she was like, she don't need advice. Ma'am, yes, you do. Yes, you damn do. Look at all the reinforcements CK allegedly, in my opinion, had to call in for y'all to have y'all second annual business thing. Exactly. Boy, do you even finish when you in bed with that? I don't know, but Tisha said on that relationship panel that she was on, that she set an alarm for what, 4 or 5 in the morning so she could give head. Nah, baby. Something's wrong, okay? When you got to set an alarm to remember to please your husband. That means y'all have no chemistry, okay? Communication keeps a marriage together, and sexual chemistry keeps a marriage together. Your attractiveness to each other keeps it together. Boy, because you don't seem to finish anything else, but I'll say less, girl. Say more. Say more. That whole relationship seems mechanical. Yes, baby. Mechanical. Her problem is she always wanted to be like Mel, but couldn't be like Mel. So she decided, I'm going to go off on my own and not be Mel's friend and be envious and jealous of her because of her mama. Did y'all see season 4? How was it, 3 or 4? I just watched where Tisha's mom was telling Savannah, he is Martell a good man, asked Kimmy, that confronting her after, I think it was Tisha's mommy podcast, that, she got to pick a side. With a mother like that, you hate all women and you going to always be envious of women. Just as Tisha is a bottom row soul identified, for sure. These dummies think standing on values will make you single. How about it makes you, let me tell you something, honey. Just to put a little bit of my business out there. I was single. I would have been single 8 years this year, but I was abstinent and single for 5. And 2 years ago, I think coming out of the pandemic, I decided to date. Yeah, I went out on a few dates, but guess what? I knew how to vet men because, again, I'm a moderator for Tony Gaskins and been following him 6 years. RC Blakes have always been a father figure to me online and a good mentor. So I always figured the next time I get married or I get into a relationship, my picker needs to be up. Unlike, certain women who likes, to just pick a man. No, I dated men with money. I dated some I found out was just lying, but I vetted them until I got to where I am right now. And I like where I'm at right now. He's an ass football player. I like it. Who's at the door? Do we have a delivery? What? Do we have a delivery?
No, cause I was walking like for the room. I went at the door and everyone there was unlocked, so I checked it and it was.
Make sure all the doors are locked and all the lights are turned on in the back house. I don't see that the camera's going off.
Do you want me to go charge it?
Make sure my car door is locked. Turn on all the lights around the house.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, guys. So yeah, girl, it's going. It's going. I'm trying to be patient because it really been 7 years since I've been single. Almost, it was about to be 8. But this happened out of the blue, girl. On a Tuesday evening, a friend told my Glamrocs. People call me by my brand name, by the way. She was like, Glamrocs, are you open to dating? I said, girl, you know that I've been damn single all these years and I don't want to date. Girl, I'm finna get me a German Shepherd. That's what I told my kids I wanted, a German Shepherd. I don't want to date no man. After dating a Martell Jr., all my hair fell out. I had to go to an AB shelter with these kids. I almost died while pregnant, literally. Um, I was choked out 7 months pregnant. I went through a lot to heal to get to where I am. And I just didn't want to date a black man or any other man, period, because I'm not attracted to any other nationality. I just did not want to date. So it took a lot of healing for me to get to where I am. And she sent me on a blind date that I really did not want to go to. And when I saw that man stand up to greet me, I was like, well, God damn, that man 240, 6'3". I was like, whoa. I never dated a man that tall or that big, but I am protected. I have no interest in dating anymore. See, Lisi, we gonna be talking about this more down. That's gonna be our last conversation. Um, because I was there and I have plenty of other women just like me. So I've been single since my 30s and I just turned 43 and I just started dating. I just started dating. But in my dating process, when I think I went on like 2 dates last year. My point is, once I sat down with the man, I listened. I let them talk. We talk too much as women on dates. I let him talk. I let them talk so I can hear. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a person. I already gave y'all some tips last week. I'm a sweet talk you, baby, because I'm gonna find out your date of birth, your real first name. I don't care if you tell me they call you Ray Ray. I'm gonna find out your first name and your last name, and I'm gonna go to my local clerk of courts and my neighboring county clerk of courts, um, and the neighboring county there, cause I'm gonna find out what school you went to, what college you went to, what sports you play. Cause baby, I'm finna find out if you're married or not, girl. While we have this lady, I'm happy for her because this is her first child. She is basically my no, she's 1 year older than me. So she's 44 or 45. And this is her first child. So I'm very happy for her. But the point is, she is pregnant by a married man. 6 months pregnant when the wife knocked on her door. How hell? By the time she started talking about the man, I went and looked up, and it was so goddamn easy for me to see that the man had a marriage certificate. Because your behind did not do your due diligence. This is free information. Give it to us, y'all. I'm putting y'all up on game because them black men chased me off of TikTok because y'all know I was going hard for us black men on TikTok. But my boo told me, don't go back on there now. I ain't finna go fight nobody over there. I said, don't worry about it. This is how it's supposed to happen when it's really time. I don't know, girl. Cause even my pastor, like Claudine, y'all know my real name's Claudine. Claudine, be patient now. I love to block a man, honey. I love to block a man. Okay, I love to block a man. Lacey says, if I don't already know, I don't want to know you, girl. Say that, Jess. We have to do our due. Thank you, Jess. I don't understand. So now you're 6 months pregnant. God, babies are blessings, but it's for a married man. And now that his wife know, he's already apologized to the wife. He did apologize to her, but basically he has said that he wants to make his marriage work, which tells me the wife has possibly caught him cheating before. You know what I'm saying? And you feel stupid because now you're going to be a single mother at 44, 45. God bless that you have a child now. You never conceive. But, you know, Girl, I'm just saying. Girl, takes 30 seconds. Girl, it's not even that complicated. I found the man marriage certificate. Man, we cannot be woo woo and let the clitoris do what it wants. I mean, come on now. And that baby didn't ask to be here. The baby didn't ask to be here. The baby's going to be here. But the father's a married father. And now the wife will always have a problem when if he tries to be involved in that child's life. And I think it's unfair to that child that now he or she has to come into a world with drama. And I didn't think I'm not the only thing I'm blaming the baby mama for at our big ass grown age is not doing her due diligence. It's not doing that. It is her first baby, so that's a blessing. That is a blessing. It is her first baby. She never was able to get pregnant. She's been in long-term relationships. She gets with this married man, been dating him a few months, and boom, she's pregnant. But now she's 6 months pregnant though. Shit, it is what it is, right? So anyway, Mel is unbothered by these people. So let me bring this up and we're going to talk about this. And then we're going to go deep dive into the relationships because y'all know that's what I'm here for. Let me bring this up for y'all. All right. There it is, the poll, right? So I put this poll up, 6 days ago, and I asked, y'all know Tay was on my live. By the way, if there's any of the winners here from my $2,500 giveaway, I'm sorry, guys, for the delay. I was supposed to mail out everything Monday, but there was a delay in shipment. But I finally received your gifts today in the mail. Saturday morning, I will be at the post office mailing out your gifts. So, congratulations to the 3 winners. Sorry for the delay. Community says been dadless for 5 years and it no longer bothers me. You know, the crazy thing is my father was in my life but not in my life. My father was an alcoholic, so it didn't matter that he was there because he didn't father. You get what I'm saying? When someone comes along who can increase my peace, then and only then, let's, baby, I'm sorry, community, we're gonna get into it because I pray to God that it works out between me and this person. But that's exactly what I have found, because I believe even in my healed presence right now that there were not good men. But I eventually started having hope before I even met him that God, there got to be a good man out here. I said, God, when I prayed, I said, God, I don't want Sierra's prayer. I don't want anybody's prayer. If it is your will that I not be single and I have a helpmate, Lord, allow it to happen. It happened 2 years later, but I am praying to God that He continue to guide me to be a helpmate because I know I'm not perfect and I know I come from an abusive marriage. I'm sorry for saying the word, from a AB marriage, that was physical and emotional. So there's a lot of things, even though I'm more of a healed woman, that I'm going to have to not just suppress, but try to continue my journey of healing because I don't want to bleed over a good man. You know what I'm saying? But I still want to have my eyes open and notice red flags. There is no red flags, but baby, yes, my peace has increased. Otherwise, it's me, these kids, and this stress free life. Let me tell you, my singleness has been a blessing. I discovered what I like sexually. I discovered what I liked emotionally. I discovered peace. My single life was, my childhood was chaotic. Foster care, my daddy coming to get me. It was crazy. Okay. So my singleness after my divorce has been the most peaceful phase that I have. I have more increase of peace and love now dating this person. You know what I'm saying? But I want to make sure that I'm healed, and I don't bleed over that person. You get what I'm saying? I hope you had a better end to your week. Yes, Some may not know. I know Monday was rough, girl. It was. So Monday marked 1 year since my 18-year-old son passed away. Some may not know my 18-year-old son was riding his scooter last year, April 22nd. And I got a knock on my door by my neighbor, and she started running, and I started running too, barefooted. I don't know why I started running. She started running, so I started running. Um, and next, I saw the ambulance leaving, and I'm just running. And she's like, Dre, Dre, Dre. So, long story short, my son passed away before he made it to the hospital. Um, so Monday was very rough. It marked a year since he passed away. He was supposed to graduate in June. He was supposed to be going to prom in May, and he passed away in April. So Monday's been rough. Actually, this whole month has been rough. Um, Girl, I done been to the hospital last week. I done been to the doctor twice last week. I've been sick, sick. Um, I have really bad anxiety and depression right now, but God has been holding me. I gotta try to control the crying because it has caused me to get an ulcer. I've been throwing up food. Girl, I've been sick. Girl, I've been sick. At least see. Yeah, I don't want my peace disturbed or to share my girl. I ain't finna lie to you. Me and him was just discussing this too about, if we get to the married part about living together. Girl, I've been living single by myself for 7.5 years. You hear me? With these children. In a king size bed. Baby, all my bills are paid. Thank God he provides me with the ability to do makeup and to work. I help manage a clinic, by the way. I'm in management in a clinic. And I do makeup on the side. I'm still doing weddings, still doing my makeup thing. Well, I started back last month, because I took a hiatus after my son passed away. Um, and I'm working this nonprofit foundation. Girl, I be busy. And when I come home without a man talking in my head, I can sleep how I want to in my bed. Girl, um, me and him gonna be talking about it more this weekend. But baby, can we be married and I still live in my home? Can I? Exactly, Lord. Let me want what you want from me. Let me tell you some community. Once I change that prayer to whatever God will is for me, it has changed every area in my life. I said, God, if it is your will, let me get this promotion. God, if it is your will, your will, your will, your will. And that is how also I've been handling my son's death, because I said, Lord, you made the decision to take him, because if I had to go unplug the ventilator, I would have been a mess. Even though, child, I ended up in crisis that night because I tore up. Girl, I fainted when they told me my son expired by my house. But girl, they called rescue for me, and I tore up that rescue truck. You hear me? They had to hold me down. But thank you so very much, Lissy. My therapist is the reason I'm on here. She told me continue to go on there and just do your thing and talk. It's just a way for me to deal with my anxiety and my depression. But I really appreciate you guys. If I have to add another human to this life I live, ma'am, I might not well. Girl, my older sister always said this: your peace is priceless. Peace is priceless. That encouraged me so much to file for that divorce, because one thing I was not going to do no more is stay for the kids, because I know I'm not the only woman that stayed in a marriage for the kids. And baby, once I got out of that toxic Martell Junior marriage, thank you so much, community. Baby, I travel more. I take care of myself more. Baby, my nails and my feet stay done. My hair stay done. Trips, stay. I'm gone. Okay? These kids, I don't want to be a super mom. Listen, y'all got a granny on that side. Y'all got an older sister. Y'all got aunties. Go to their house. I'm going away for the weekend. Let me tell you, single life is not horrible. It's not horrible at all. So, yeah, I wanted to discuss the poll. Okay. So, y'all know Tay was on the live, and Tay asked, This was one of the questions to decide one of the winners. Hey, y'all, to everybody in here, please hit like, come on in, and join the conversation. So Tay asks, what do they call the men on Love and Marriage Huntsville? Girl, I was trying to be funny, right? I said husbands of Huntsville, I emoji, successful, faithful husbands, crying emoji, because I know, girl, Claudine. And or bands. Girl, 98% of y'all said bands. I'm like, you are so smart, Glam Squad. 345 of y'all answered. Who the hell answers husband of Huntsville? Who were you? Go ahead, girl, and put your hand up. If you was one of the one that chose husbands of Huntsville, or if you was the 1% that chose successful, faithful husbands, girl, where Marceau and Martell and Maurice, the three albinos, were good husbands or successful. Let's say I've been married 2 times and there will not be a third time. You think so? But are you open to dating or having like a life partner? Cause I decide I never even thought about marriage until this situation occurred. And baby, my sisters and my cousins still like, you make sure you give him a chance. Cause baby, I'd be quick to block, baby. I'd be quick to chat. I married to a mini hotel. Girl, you a mini married to a mini hotel too? That's why I tell you 5 years dateless, and I am loving it. Let me tell you, I did it 5 years dateless. I did it 5 years abstaining, no toys, no nothing, just no sexual desires at all. And there's women that done it longer than us. And even within those 2 years, so I abstained 7 years actually, 7 years abstaining sexually. But I didn't date nobody for 5 years. When I say those 2 years, I mean like I went out on dates. I didn't choose them, but you know. Let's see. Says maybe a life partner with his own residence. Anything else I can't do. Girl, I don't even know what we gonna discuss on at dinner. Cause baby, what you mean if we go that far? I never even thought about being married again. Let alone dating a damn man. So what you mean? I don't know. I love living by myself. And when these kids gone to Georgia for the summer, baby, I ain't got to worry about cooking or worry about nothing. Okay, I be living my best life during the summertime. I don't know. I haven't lived with a man going on 8 years. I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I want that. I don't know. It feel good. I don't know if I want a man breathing on my neck. How about you come and you leave? Let me see if I can bring up the other poll. Yeah, there it is. So in this poll, I said, will you be watching the new season? 512. I am so shocked that 512 of you ladies voted. Oh my God. 512 of you guys voted, and 67% says because of male only. And the 33 other percent says it's a no for me, big dog. And listen, I ain't finna hold you. I understand it is very toxic, very triggering. And all I ask for those 33% who will not be watching the show, continue to support male business ventures outside of Love and Marriage Huntsville, and continue to follow and subscribe and like your fellow CCs and bloggers, because we're going to bring you the tea. You know what I'm saying? We're going to bring you the tea. Baby. Bye bye, babies. Y'all be good now. Y'all. Girl. Caden, last year, I have a son named, my son who passed, I have kids with all K's. So my son who passed away name was Keandre. And I have a teenager named Kanai, and the other one named, the 9-year-old, is Caden. So I took them to how you got to walk them. I walked them, so they about to get on the flight. He was like, bye, mommy. The boy just didn't know. He just didn't know I had a hot date that night. Bye, boy. Make sure y'all text mommy when y'all land. Bye. My man and I live separately. It works best for. Yeah, Jess, you know what? I'm really considering that. Me and him and I, I'm sorry, have to discuss that. But baby, I love to living separately. It's a hard no for me right now, okay? I can open any of these bedrooms here, and especially my beauty room. I service clients in here, but this is my prayer room, my beauty room. Girl, I love it. I love it. I got to share closets. I have my bedroom closet, I have the kids' closet, and I got my beauty room closet. You trying to tell me I'm going to have to make room for a man with his clothes? Oh, hell no. I know I have enough parking outside. And don't I like my grass. So you can't park on my grass. Girl, I don't know. I don't know. Knowing the real makes it easier to watch the show now. Yeah, but some people it's really hard for them to do it. Bye, beautiful. Bye, boo. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you. Girl, I don't know, baby. I'm tapped out. Too many hotels did me bad. Girl, my freedom may be in jeopardy if the universe send me another clown. See, community, now let me just give you some advice. I really had to learn in therapy that my picker was off. I'm not saying your picker's off. I'm saying my picker was off. And I dated men based on where I was when I was unhealed. You get what I'm saying? So once I started going to therapy and I allowed God to heal me those years as I was single, I learned a lot more about myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to deprive myself of true love because I never experienced it. I don't want you to do that neither. Hey, Braylon. Thanks for stopping by. It's your favorite boo. Hey, Bray Bray. I truly understand community. Yes. Oh, y'all know Braylon. Hey, community. I've just been chilling all day, got off of work. I'm watching the Chi Chi interview, taking notes to review it tomorrow night. Taking off of Love Huntsville, but still want to support. You know what, Braylon? That's what I was just saying. Even if y'all not gonna watch the show, please support the CCs that do. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sorry that darn autocorrect. Hey, Braylon, girl, you know autocorrect will get you every time, honey. So, y'all, let's get into this. Do y'all watch the Never Ever Match the new show? Do y'all watch it? Cause baby, did y'all see this? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it in community. Braylon, I'm happy you here, okay? Because we finna get into some relationship topics. Okay. Braylon, are you single? Huh? Braylon. You single, Braylon? Club Shay Shay, I gotta watch it. Girl, here we go. We've been waiting for this. Y'all don't let me ram my mouth all this time, honey. Let's talk. Let's talk. Girl, you just catch up. It's the first season, first episode, okay? So you haven't met much. You can catch up on my channel. Yes, you can. I have a review of episode 1, and I also have um a video talking about meeting the couples. Okay, let's get into it. Okay. So, I need y'all to go watch this cuz we're going to be discussing this. But first person I want, hold on. Before I get into this, I want to talk about Joanna and Aaron. Jody! Anyway, yeah. Y'all, did y'all see how that man was supposed to do? I guess they're supposed to be on the new episode doing like a sexual position or something like that. And Buddy did not know what he was doing. And them damn dangling earrings. Now, listen, don't hold you, because my oldest son that passed away had a stud. I don't mind a man having a stud. I don't like the stuff dangling from the earrings because it always throws me off. I was the first one to break it on YouTube with that show. Yes, I was it. Oh, Bray Bray. You single, Braylon? Are you looking to date Or are you looking to stay single? Or because what we've been discussing here is singleness is so peaceful. And now I got to make a decision if I happen to get serious and I get married. Am I willing to live with this person? Because, baby, I've been single. It feels good to live alone. You watched it? Yay. Let's see. Yes, Braylon is a whole handsome single heathen. Braylon, you a heathen? Ladies, I am helping him vet eligible heathen nets. No, community. Girl. Woo, community is a handful, okay? Oh my goodness. Lord. You're going to need Lord's help with community, baby. So, y'all, some people are saying that Aaron may be either gay or bisexual. Okay. Not just because of the dangling earrings. Okay. But them dangling earrings is just throwing me off. But I don't see that they have chemistry. I don't see. Hey, Rose. Hey, boo. Welcome to the chat. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and let's talk about this. We're into talking about relationships. Y'all know I'm in my 40s, and I love talking about everything relationship. Y'all know I'm a Tony Gaskins moderator and connoisseur and RC Blake's, okay? And we've been talking about, if I get married again, do I want to live with a man? I love living single. It feels so good. My singleness has been so peaceful. Are you asking if I'm single to see if you're interested, or you just asking girl? I say girl. I'm sorry, Braylon. Braylon, I was just asking in general because we're talking about relationships. How old are you? How old are you? I believe being in peace is important, but you're going to give your peace to someone need to be in a peace as. Come on now. Come on now. You better preach, brother. So this new show is about the singles meeting online, whether it be Facebook and IG DMs or whatever. But community is the reason I want community here. Community, do you? Oh, let me see how I can put this link up. Community, you know I want you up here because I want you to discuss how you met this man on the Xbox and married him. Community met her ex-husband. I'm gonna say he's your ex-husband. I'm assuming you were married, girl. Online. And y'all know I'm scared of dating online because that killer's online. The doors of the church of the whole. Braylon, what you be going over there with community? Oh my goodness. Community. You is something else, boo. That's going to be a service that I don't think the Lord is going to approve. So I'm just going to stay in my corner. Lord. Okay, so you were married to him. Girl, I'm ready. Let me see. Girl, don't let me not lie to y'all. I got to. Oh, you, Braylon. You too young for me anyway. You was way too young for me, but you handsome. You was too young for me. Right. Okay, let's talk about it. So no chemistry whatsoever. She seemed very annoyed by him, especially when he didn't know how to use the wine opener. Thank you. Thank you. She was a B, literally, during the date. So he's over trying. I don't know why he was overly trying to impress her. To me, that also gives that women really don't talk to him, or he's like one of them nerdy guys. I don't know, but he was trying to over impress to me. Okay. Then he struggled to open the bottle of wine, but to me, that's how dating is, right? Or if you eventually get into a relationship, you give me something, I give you something. If he does not know how to open the wine bottle and you talking about you want to be protected, just because the man couldn't open the wine bottle, you said he don't know how to drink wine, or he does not drink wine. So how the hell you expecting him to know how to open the wine bottle? To me, she was very rude, very condescending, very aggressive at that moment. And she talking about, well, she's not gonna be protected just because he doesn't know how to open a wine bottle. Girl, let's see. I'm telling you, that was something else. Now, let's get into this, baby. Whoo, that damn Dominic and Alexis. That girl, no, that's not what I want to show y'all. Wait. Claudine, what is you doing? Yeah, okay, right here. So if you have not seen the show, I think you should go see the show. I think it's really good. It's really good. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I want to see where it goes. Oh, him. Okay, had to open it up wider. Saw that last night. Girl. Who? Rose. Girl. I'm ready for episode 2, okay? So Dominic and Alexis, they've been dating for 6 months. One Alexis is in Texas and Dominic is in Illinois. Now, for some reason they've been having problems seeing each other because I think because of his kids or something like that. And I feel if you're dating me, thank you. I think you should watch it because it will also show us what not to do dating online. Okay. I think if a man want to see you, he gonna see you. If a man want to do for you, he finna do for you. Y'all been dating 6 months and there's no way he could see you. Get the hell out of here. Okay, get the hell out of here. And then um she was over here. I try to take screenshots because I don't want to get in trouble, right? So she was over here talking about, oh God, what's his name? With the yellow hoochie mama shorts. And as you can see, she looks like she had some stuff done. He was already rude from the get-go, right? Because he was talking about Alexis body ain't basically bodying to him because he feels that she lied. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. I have these things out of order. Out of order. So she walks in like this, right? On the first date. She walks in like this, and she's excited to see him. So he's basically talking as if her body does not look good because in person that's not how she looks. And to me, she looks like the same person. It's just the picture is a little filtered. Her body looks the same to me. So to me, he's talking as if like she was catfishing him. I was like, what? This Negro, what's wrong with her body? So I was like, if Alexis get pregnant, that man finna leave her. If Alexis gain 5 pounds, and Alexis, if you did not have that BBL baby, he was not gonna talk to you. Red flag on play. Number 1. What is the name of the show? I only saw some parts of it. CC channel. It's called The Never Ever Mets. If you go to OWN Network, OWN actually has the full first episode that started last week on their website. They have the full episode up. The Never Ever Mets. I appreciate the love. I think the connection should be for the person and who they are in front of you, young or old. You can be smart and kind, young or old. They can be a asshole. Age don't mean smart. I agree. Age don't mean smart, but for me, at 43, I wouldn't date a man past 52. Only because I want to stay in. You sound like my sister Braylon. Me and her was just having this conversation before I came on live. Because I have a friend who may date somebody who's 14 years older. I told her go on the date. Even if you don't look at it as a relationship wise, just go out on the date because you may meet an investor, you may meet a friend. But I ain't finna hold you, Braylon. I totally agree with you. Lissy says Dominic was complaining about Lex's body. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. I was like, he is tripping, and the scuffle at the end, girl, disgusting. And now I found out that production, oh, really be oppressing black women out here. Production didn't step in. Do you see it was the other guy in the kitchen that stepped in? I was like, that's crazy. So anyway, let's talk about this picture. So to me, she has a lot of sexual attention and she wanted that from him, right? The way that she tooted up her behind now, come on, Alexis. Now you know damn well your mama or daddy don't want to see your behind tooted up like this on a dating show that you are just dating this man. Like, why is your behind tooted up like that? You know, why? Rose, I mean, there's 40-year-old that is 29 and there's 29 that is 40. So everything is in the eye of the beholder. You're absolutely correct. But am I healed 43 years old right now? I gotta look out for mosquitoes, flies, everything, Braylon. Like she have her butt all tooted up like that. I'm like, okay. So she giving me, I'm ready to sleep with you. I'm ready to sleep with you on the first night. Now, I like the fact that they're going to be living in the same home. Y'all, y'all, tell me Alexis wasn't doing too much. Tell me Alexis wasn't doing too much. Why is her behind tooted up like that? I know she got a BBL, okay? But why is her behind tooted up like that? No, it's her own show, but I didn't see that CK was one of the producers on here though. I'm gonna go back and look, but I do not think CK is one of the producers on this one. Child. So to me, she was giving I like you more than you like me. Okay. Community, I hope you in here, but baby, we finna talk. Okay, we finna talk. Yeah, girl. I heard he's not. Actually, I looked it up and I didn't see him, but I'm gonna go back just to double check now that you question me. So anyway, she was over there joking about the other guy that's in the house wearing hoochie mama shorts. Dominic's 31, right? So Alexis put her arm, like to me, Alexis was joking. She's just like a to me a roundaway girl that likes to communicate. Like I'm the type of person, if I'm with a man and we go out, I know how to act. But if we're all just, getting to know each other, we're coming in the house, I probably would have been like Alexis. Alexis was playing around, joking with everybody, just being a social butterfly. And y'all see his face? This is a problem. Alexis is playing around joking. She has her hands around him. It's not like Alexis was in the other men's faces and ignoring him. Like he's mad because she's being a social butterfly. Okay, that's good. That's good to know, Braylon, right? Then all of a sudden, no, he pushes her. He pushed her. Yo, even the men was like, at first he thought that they were joking because of the way they were turning around and he was holding her tight. Even then, to me, that looked a little aggressive. You know what I'm saying? It looked a little aggressive. And so because she wanted him to let her go, he pushes her. Y'all, when he pushed her, she swung on him. Look, y'all could tell Alexis got a BBL. Look at the thigh. Look at the thigh to butt ratio. So it took Buddy in the red shirt to come out to try to stop it because he noticed that they not playing no more. This is turning serious. Boone and Murray Production is the production company that produces the show. Okay, Braylon. Okay, Bray. Pastor Bray. Thank you. I did look it up, but yeah, I don't recall seeing Carlos though. Girl, I was like, what the hell is going on? Look how he snuffs her face. Okay, I got two problems going on here. First of all, production should have stepped in and not let the other castmates have to be the one to step in. Like production didn't see this. Production didn't see this. But anyway, This to me was very disturbing. I don't know what episode 2 is going to be. Are they together? They're not together. And if they're not together, is one of them going to have to leave the show? I don't know. No, it's not a CK production because it was I wouldn't be watching it. Girl, you ain't lying. I heard he had a new show. I didn't even try to go look at it. I ain't care for it. I ain't nothing, chat. I don't care. I don't care. Nothing CK produces. And I just got into this winter thing because I saw it online and my CCs that my follow CCs was reviewing it. But I didn't watch DC at all. At all. Girl, you gotta check it out, Rose. Go check it out. It's on own network on their website. The whole episode for season 1 is up. Okay. Um, so yeah, let's talk about it. What's community? Girl, come down. Come on down to the altar. Yeah, we got to watch them to make sure no AB on here, girl. So, yeah. Okay. Copy. I just copied it. I'm going to put this. Oh, wait. Wait, y'all. Let me see how I could bring people up because I don't know. I think I got to copy this. Y'all, why can't I paste it? No. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Sorry, guys. Not me turning on my monitor with my whole do rag on. Let me add me back to the stage. And so I can figure out how to do it. So give me a second. Please like, subscribe, come on in. Ah, you're that media nerd? I don't know. And this their first time meeting in person and he pushes her. Thank you. I think they both should be sent home because I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I don't see it at all. I think that was absolutely ridiculous. I think that was absolutely ridiculous. So let me just take this down, guys, because hold on, y'all. Give me a minute, y'all. Can you hear me? Put a one if you can hear me, please. I don't know what's wrong with this laptop. Every time I start sharing, it my sound goes out. Can you hear me? All right, good. All right. Guys, I am so sorry about that. I don't know why this MacBook Pro is acting up. Okay, so community, baby, I try to put the invite up here, but I don't know how to do it, y'all. Um, I don't know how to do it. Let me see. Let me see if I could do it on my phone. I'm trying to see how. Give me a second. Community, I want you to come up. Braylon, all of y'all, I want y'all to come up. But I don't know how to share this link. Give me a second. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Rose. All right. Oh, now I have an echo. Okay, let me see. Give me 1 second. I did it. Let me see how I could pin it. Oh, Lord. Do y'all hear echo? Yes. Let me mute this. Can you hear me? Oh, Lord. All right. Now let me put a one if you can hear me. Put a one if you can hear me. Now, I got to figure out how. I don't know how to pin it. Braylon! Yes, there is an echo because your phone and laptop are both streaming. Yeah, I just turned off my phone. So you shouldn't be able to hear an echo. Okay, so thank you, Rose. All right. If you guys would like to come up, especially you community, to talk about it, let's talk about it. How do you guys feel about dating again if you're single and living with a partner? I don't care to live with somebody. I don't mind being married again at this point, even though I didn't want to be. I preferred my little German Shepherd. Braylon, I don't know how to pin this thing. Okay, so go to your comment where the StreamYard link is. Click the three dots and you should be okay. Ooh, thank you, Braylon. Let me go up and do that. Braylon. Ah! Hey, girl. Hey. Hold on.
Now I don't even leave.
Hold on. Can you
I
hear
don't
me,
even.
Ron?
Yeah, I don't even get dressed up like this to stream for my own self. I had to leave on work.
Oh God. Yes, girl. Hey, girl. Hey.
Yes, hey, look, I don't even leave on my work wig after 4 o'clock. I take out, but I wanted the people number one to know I'm real. So this is
Oh,
not like an
girl.
avatar or a voice. When you hear this story, this is a real human who got college degrees, got kids, got a mama and a daddy, both living. Praise God for now. So I'm a real person that got by the internet. Unto God. Here we go.
Girl.
I brought my
So,
tea.
girl, let's get into it. What you said, you can always share the code by clicking invite guest from your menu.
Yeah,
Oh
when you
wow.
look at the bottom of your menus and you say, because I stream with StreamYard too, you click the invite guest or you go into your settings and the link come up. But
Look
anyway,
at y'all.
we'll do StreamYard tutorials later. Good. So
Girl, yes,
I'm
ma'am.
not for everybody. I'm not like I found it out a long time ago. Like I'm just not. And so what happened was it was 2004 in the before times, and I
Wow.
was a
Where you
brand new
from?
Texas. I'm from Houston, and
Okay,
I
I
was
gotta say you got an accent.
yes. So I'm a
Okay.
brand new teacher. Just got out of school. Just helped my mom bury her husband
Wow.
that past summer. And so I move out, but I'm coming home every weekend checking on mama. And she going through some craziness because when people die, everybody echo up.
Girl.
So
Funerals and weddings, baby. Funerals and weddings.
all you got to do is get knocked up or knocked off, and you will find out exactly how people act.
I'm
Promise.
telling you. Thank you, Braylon.
Let me tell you, Braylon was one of the first person my grandmother transitioned, as I was telling you earlier in the year. So like I would be late at night with the hospice care, you sitting around, there's nothing you can do.
Oh
And
wow.
as hard as your loss and as sudden and tragic as your loss was, I wouldn't wish you as a mom to have to go through what we went through for 67 days. Nah, you wouldn't want to do that, sis.
Thank you so much. You know what? That was gives me peace. I said God did what
Every
he
day.
wanted to do because I think if I had to be the one to deal with the plug, um, I, I don't know.
Man,
I
you
don't
don't
know.
want that.
But
67 days we had to watch
it
every
was
day.
hard because
Wait.
even going to identify my son's body, like I didn't want to do it. Like I listen, it was hard.
So
So,
thankfully, we're survivors, and I just want to give a shout out to all the angels and the ancestors. Your angel, that's your angel ancestor on your shoulder, mine that on my shoulder. They give us the strength. Yeah, the days and the tears along. I had my first dementia appointment with my dad today, so 20
oh,
is not finished kicking my can yet. Not quite. I'm trying to keep
yes.
you monetized, sis. Look, so I'm gonna keep it
We'll
all the
pray
way.
for each other because I in the clinic where I manage, I supervise at a clinic, and we deal with a lot of dementia. I had one that just swung at me. I
Yeah.
know it ain't easy.
Oh Lord.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, he went off on me today behind his insurance and Medicaid. Baby, I don't work for the government or the people that's taking their money out your account every month, sir. I'm just trying to talk nice to him, okay?
He said he want all his money. You hear me?
If she don't have it right with the right provider on that card, then I'm just gonna leave. No, sir, you are not. You are not going
Lord
anywhere.
Oh,
Please
help.
sit down. I'm gonna talk.
hi, Braylon.
Hey,
It's
hey,
my boo.
hey.
And for the record, his actual title is Lustfully Wholesome Heathen Respectfully
Oh
Lord
my
help.
goodness.
Lord help me.
Obedient Special.
Lord help me. See. Now I'm gonna go on tour live tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'm gonna have to explain that I am a loving, kind, and gracious individual with no heathen tendencies at all. After this,
Listen, you go
Lord,
whoever you date, you got to bring it through her. Okay.
clearly I have a whole village of aunties and uncles that are like, listen, we're gonna have to take care of this for you because you go in places that we don't got time for bullshit. So
So, Braylon, you want a
I
church
understand
girl?
that. It wouldn't hurt. You know what I mean? They always say be equally yoked. I have the fear of the thick pastor's daughter because I know my mouth and I know how blunt I am. I know I have those comebacks. You know what I mean? So if the father's like, so what's the greatest thing you're thankful for? Well, I'm thankful for my mouth because it can do many things. I don't need her to say, yes, it is blessed. I don't need her then to say, yes, it's blessed and highly favored. Would you shut your ass up?
Oh,
Damn.
That's why he has a vetting team.
You know what I mean?
that's why he got y'all.
But then you know what's funny though? The fear that you have sometimes really is a fear that only you have because in reality, most people hopefully have an actual personality. Because the brother may be like, well, I mean, if his mouth is blessed and highly favored, I mean, how the hell did we get here? If the
Lord.
son, if the pastor's son says that, then at that point, I'm in the family, because
Oh my
everybody has
goodness.
that soul. But
Braylon.
All
that's
the
probably
saints
not
start
gonna
out as sinners. All the saints start out as
happen.
So all of us here is single.
Yes, I'm single. Yes,
How long you been single, Braylon?
I've been single for quite a while. Quite a while.
Braylon.
A couple of years.
2, 3, 4. You don't make me do you like these patients.
no,
let them climb up and expose they undesirableness on that man they love.
My
I,
leg is swollen. How
I've
long,
been
man? For a few weeks, man. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
no, I've been single for like about maybe a year or so.
Braylon, you can remember that. Get out of here.
No, I mean,
Trying to carry the one and add the two on the one at the club that he don't remember about. Then there was probably been one in the Bermuda Bahamas somewhere. Like it might have been in international waters. He's not trying to count her either. See, that's what he was over there trying to do. He wasn't that he was lying. He just couldn't quite remember what category he carried the one and placed the two in.
So how
that
long you
part.
have been single?
5 years and celibate and single. 5 years.
Yeah, girl, I was doing that too. And even though it actually is 7 years in total, um, I was abstaining for 7 years, but I dated for two of those, the last two. So girl, let's talk about this husband.
So it's 2004. I moved out of my apartment in May, and my new apartment is going to be ready for the new school year in August. So I got like 8 weeks. I got to chill on
Yay!
somebody's couch. So I go chill on my best friend, this guy. He has an Xbox. Yeah, he has an Xbox. That's where this is going. And during the day, he's at work, and I'm at home because I'm a teacher, but I don't have no job right now because it's the summer. He's like, "Well, hey, why don't you play the Xbox?" I'm like, "Dude, I can't shoot and do all this other stupid stuff or whatever." And like, we just would sit there. He would play the game. We would drink. It was like college. We're 20 somethings. We don't have no kids. We kicking it. We might go to the club, whatever. And I like I said, I just need somewhere to crash during the week. So he's like, "Well, hey, you play cards. Like, you're really good at cards. Why don't you play spades and Uno and dominoes? You play regular stuff." I was like, "Oh, yeah, I can play that." So I did. I started playing cards and I met a guy. Well, in the evenings when my friend would come home, he would want to play his own machine. So after about a month of us trying to decide our schedule in the evenings, like it was cool during the day and I was home. And then like if I went to bed about 11, it was cool because he could have it. But like we had to figure out that like 7 to 11. And he was like, "Why don't you give me your phone number, shorty?" He's from Chicago. And I'm going to call you. And so I was like, cool. All right. So August comes around. I get my own apartment. It's Labor Day's coming up. He's like, "Yo, sure, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna fly down and I'll meet you." At the time, he's living with his mom, and he also has custody of his son. So I'm a school teacher. It's my first, second year teaching. I'm thinking like, hey, this is a nice guy. He's got like a 2-year old. I don't have any kids, but I'm not against it. I spend all day with kids. Cool. His mom drops into the airport. Like I'm on the phone with him. Like as she's dropping him off, I hear the baby in the background. We're all kicking. She literally tells me as she's dropping him off to the airport, "You make sure you send my baby back exactly the way I'm sending him to you." I say, "Miss, I got him. All I wanted to tell you, I was being respectful of my elders because I'm already getting to heaven on the buddy pass. Like I'm a old Lord member of the Heaven Brigade. Like I'm just trying to get there." I want to say, "Ma'am, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I promise. All I'm gonna do is send him back with a smile. You can keep him." He gets to Houston on a Friday. We kick it. We go out. Saturday, he calls his mom. She don't answer. Sunday, we don't go to church. We get up late. His mom usually go to church. He tries to call her. She don't answer. But his grandmother calls. It's like, "Hey, your mom's not feeling well. Um, where are you?" And he's like, "Man, y'all know I went to Houston. I'll be back in a week. Like, why y'all tripping?" And because he had already been through some trouble and he kind of been out in the streets a lot, he done forgery checks. He was a wild guy. But I didn't know all this at the time. Like he's just
Girl, I'm about to say he about to get you some fair time.
yeah. So like he was just a cool guy that plays really good cards, and like we clicked instantly. Like we would run the tables, and then once we got our phone numbers, we could cheat and stuff. So like we was getting all these achievements. He was all happy about this. So he comes to Houston that Sunday. Like we can't get in touch with his mom, and like I said, she made the joke like, "You make sure you send him back," and I'm like, "Yeah, Miss, I got you. I'm sending back on Saturday. Like you drop him off on Friday, I'm sending back on a Saturday." She died that Sunday.
What?
So we don't find out till that Tuesday. It's a whole horrible story that happens between him and his family. That's them people. But when I finally find out on Tuesday when I get home from work, um, I have to go in Wednesday, like this is my second year on this job, and tell him I'm going to be leaving from Houston, Texas to drive to Chicago, Illinois, because if I don't do that, because remember his ticket is until Saturday. If he flies back on his original ticket, he's going
Girl,
to
you
be
gotta go
frozen.
back to work.
So I'm just praying people don't fire me while I'm out here in on the highways and byways of America. And I drive. This is back in the days when you had to print out MapQuest. I
Girl.
go in at 8 o'clock in the morning and say, I'm leaving. I'm driving to Chicago. I'll be back on Monday. But I got to get this guy that came to like visit me like to Chicago. And I explained to him what happened. And it's like, all right, cool. Because I was a good teacher. They let me go. I drive him from Houston. We stop like in Missouri. Then we get to Illinois, Chicago. 27-hour drive. At like 10 o'clock that Friday morning, the viewing of the body was at 1. Like we barely made it at time. Saturday, I can't go to the funeral, even though I'm the person that made sure he got there. That's her only child, might I add. He's her only child.
Girl.
Baby mama is there with the kids. And he has a 2-year-old. And I'm the new chick from Houston. They just drove.
Child.
I'm the Uber driver that just drove across America. They see it. But he has a plane ticket for
For
that.
one.
Yeah, he's a plane ticket for that day. But remember, he's supposed to be leaving from Houston, coming to where we are. And he's already there.
You was a ride or die.
From day one. Like, we hood country girls. Like, that's why we usually be the ones on Snap and stuff. Like, yeah, it be there. 'Cause, like, he say, yeah. We be like, yeah, let's go. It's great. So he calls the airline company, say, like, hey, can I change my ticket? And because, he allowed the documentation or whatever, they let him change his ticket to Tuesday. He gets back in the car with me after the funeral and drives back to Texas with me.
What?
Yeah, because they was like, remember, it was a whole situation. Now, the lady transpired on Sunday, but we don't find out about it till Tuesday. So because with all that happened in the meantime, in between time,
Wait. Sorry. So how did you feel just meeting this man, dating him? His mom passes away, and you're the new chick with him. He has a 2-year-old with his baby mama. How did that go at the funeral?
did I mention she's a Chicago police officer at the time?
Girl, get out of here.
I tell you, somebody really like go find my journals when I'm going to glory, and they gonna make a movie out of it. Like it's crazy.
I bet you know now. Girl, come on in. Like, share, subscribe. She's telling us a story about how she met this man on the Xbox. And honey, his mama done passed away. She the new chick on the block. Go ahead, girl.
So I don't go because I'm respectful. Because I understand, like I literally am new to this situation, and I just kind of had to put myself like in the back seat and think about like everybody has a relationship with this woman technically, but me, like I'm the newest to the like I've only been around 4 months. Like y'all done not been for years, so I was like, all right, cool. But they pissed off with me because, like I said, because I'm the person that got him here. He riding back with me, so I am now officially persona non grata. Like crazy stuff happens. Here comes November for Thanksgiving, so that happens in like Labor Day weekend. November he comes down again to Houston. He flies down to meet me. Cause like I don't realize that like he had his money, but like it's questionable. But I'm a school teacher, from a little country town, and I'm just moving to Houston for like it's my second year of my job.
Mhm.
And so I'm like, okay, he flies down and he proposes like at the Thanksgiving dinner table. So my mom was like, I don't even know about this, and she country, she from Louisiana. She's like, nah, Ixnay on the Uber stay. All right, cool. But when he comes, I fly back with him. He's like, come, like that Thursday, Friday, Saturday before you have to go back to work. Come back to Chicago with me for a couple of days. But when we get back, someone has broken into his house. And because he's a city boy and I'm a country girl, I go down to Home Depot. I get all the supplies. I get the panes. I replace it. I caulk it up. And then, he was like, you can do all this. I'm like, why can't you?
Y'all raised separately. Differently.
Like, what is wrong with these people? Okay, so that should have been my first clue. So I'm giving you all the red flags that should have never led me to February
and your
24th.
behind kept thinking it was green. Uh-huh.
I'm in a Lambo. I'm speed lane to lane.
Mm-mm-mm.
December comes around. I quit my job. I
Girl,
don't
what?
tell nobody. I pack up a whole U-Haul. Don't tell nobody. I stopped at my mama house on my way out of town.
You quit your job to go live with this man?
Yes. The U-Haul was packed when I stopped at my mama
Ma'am,
house.
how old were you?
26 maybe.
Okay, I'll give you that. You were 26.
Yeah, 26.
Oh, that's what I said. What? Quit your job?
Yeah, 60,000. Well, brother, it was 20 years ago. Teacher probably maybe about $50,000 a year, full insurance benefits, all that. They like me. They love me. I like. I was.
That says after how long y'all was dating that you quit your job then moved to Chicago.
6 months.
Girl, get out of here.
We met in like
Brandon, you hear this?
Now you know why I'm so crazy. Like the universe has sent me some characters, and that's why I said the universe. If it won't
you
fine,
know,
I'm gonna lose my freedom.
I'm listening to this like it is a strawberry letter on the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and I'm just waiting for the part where I call in to say, Steve and Shirley, thank you for reminding me. My life may not be everything, but at least it's not that. So y'all continue to tell the story. I'll wait to call in to be thankful for my life. Y'all go right ahead.
Oh, Braylon, do you have any questions for her for up to this point?
Um, first of all, like how are the brain cells still forming a brain after all that? Because um, I would have to mentally switch off
She said,
all of my life. Just quite frankly, this is the thing. Like when I said earlier about dating, and saying that if you are in peace, then stay in peace. But if you're going to give your peace over to somebody, they need to be in peace as well.
uh-huh.
That's a real serious thing, because what I've seen from these, dating shows like the Never Ever Mets and Ready to Love and the Bachelor and Bachelorette,
Mm-hmm.
everybody wants the fantasy, but nobody wants the responsibility of the reality. What I mean? That's why I'm never gonna go on The Bachelor, because it will be the realest season ever. Because I'm like, what the hell we doing eating caviar? Where's the damn catfish and Louisiana hot sauce? And why are all these women skinny? I asked y'all for all thick women this season. What the hell is wrong?
Child,
They
the food
it would
and
it would
the
it,
fluid.
it
The
it would
food
be the
and the
real
fluid.
exactly. It would be the realest season ABC has ever had. And Jesse Palmer, because he is a white man, would not understand me at all. I would be like, you know what, Jesse, go take a vacation. I know you got a new baby at home. I'm going to be the first dual host and contestant in Bachelor history on ABC. Yep, I'm hosting it and being a contestant. Yep,
That man
correct.
is a walking, talking Meg lawsuit, Meg photographer lawsuit. I'm telling y'all, that somebody gonna be trapped in a
Okay,
moving vehicle somewhere.
first of all,
Trapped
listen.
in a moving vehicle somewhere, and it's gonna be
Listen,
foods and
listen,
food everywhere.
listen. Let's not speak that over my life in Jesus' name. Yes, yes, yes. Amen, amen, amen. But no, seriously,
Amen.
I'm
We're
I'm
gonna
I'm I'm I'm
rebuke
joking.
that.
Listen, I'm joking about me hosting and being a contestant, but I think we often ask for the real in our reality, but I don't think really anybody is ready to receive it. You know what I mean? And
Well,
I think
It's scripted reality. It is not real reality. It is very
exactly.
scripted reality.
Exactly. So I think we have to do better at ourselves of, is the reality we're asking for, can we handle the responsibility? Because that's what my friends said to me. I never really thought about it this way. Every blessing that we have asked God for, we always know how to ask, but we're never ready to receive the responsibility. And when that was said to me,
oh,
I'm just
really?
like, you know
No.
what?
Bruh.
Sit it
Okay.
down.
All
Sit it.
right. You got a good point, because I've asked for some things and it wasn't time for me. So, just
Something just happened to me recently, and I had to realize that I asked for something. God said, "There you go," because he says, "Not now, yes or no." And when it happened, I was like, God, if you would have gave it to me then, I would have ruined it. You know better. So go ahead, Brayden. Let's let her carry on.
Oh, Braylon, know I carry my tambourine with me everywhere I go.
I
I'm a
know
church
you
girl.
from down south.
listen.
That's the baby tambourine. That's not even mine, y'all. The
Oh,
baby one.
Go ahead now. Tell us you done quit your job after meeting this man online on an Xbox for 6 months.
And we getting married in Las Vegas. Yeah, go ahead on. Call the people at Lifetime. Tell
wait,
Carlisha.
wait, 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 wait,
My
wait.
Tell
Hang on one
Carlisha.
second. Wait a second.
I'm in Houston.
You quit your man for somebody playing on Xbox, and he never played in your Xbox in real life. Okay, go ahead with the
Oh
story.
no, no, no. He was down to all the boxes. All the boxes. He checked them
Okay,
all. He saw
okay,
them all. He checked them all. He inspected
okay,
them all, and they were all in decency and in order.
okay. All right.
There
Okay,
was
go
decency in
ahead.
order. That's how I ended up with the ring on my finger. I was down there being decent and in order.
Oh my goodness.
Regularly, frequently, generously. Did I
Lord.
did I give forth out of my bosom unto men? So
Bet you know now say chill a mess.
I
Girl,
will
we
never
need to get
cast my pearls
on
before
street.
swine. I don't want your beauty. I'm gonna keep my ashes. Okay. I burnt it all down and I'm just gonna rule over here and play in the ashes and make soap. Okay. That's what you need to make soap. You need lime.
Oh my goodness.
That's how
Oh
country
my
I
God.
am. That's how country I am. I know how to make old school soap like Laura Ingalls Wilder and them on the prairie. So my mom's mad with me because I have just literally like when I say I packed my stuff in my apartment and like I passed by her house, like where she lives on the other side of town, is we are literally leaving out of town. Like my mom collapses in the kitchen. Like she's just overwhelmed. Like, okay, like I knew the dude wanted to marry you, but like you didn't say like tomorrow. Like this, what's wrong with your watch, girl? So she, her birthday is like 3 weeks after Christmas. So she's hot. Like she literally don't talk to me till her birthday. My birthday is 3 weeks after hers. So by my birthday, we're planning a full-fledged wedding. I had to fly back from Chicago because now I live there to Houston to fit in dresses, to do invitations. And the reason we picked Las Vegas is my granny who just made transition. She had two brothers and a sister that lived out there. So if I get married in Las Vegas, that forces everybody to go and basically get a mini family reunion in Las Vegas. You get a trip plus a wedding, and you
So
see
still thinking about the family. Okay.
still helping everybody else with my own goofy self.
So bet you know now asks how long did y'all stay married?
6 years,
How much children you guys have?
one. I only do that one time.
Okay. Bet you know now says what was the age difference between you and your husband?
9 months. My birthday's in February. His is in November, and on the exact same day,
February what?
6th. I am an Aquarius.
Oh, girl, my birthday February 4th. My sister's February 6th.
We are 6'9". My niece is the third. I'm the sixth, and my sister-in-law is the ninth. And my granny, who just made transition on the 14th, was Valentine's Day, baby. So you understand how hard my February was when I had
Yeah.
mine on the 6th. She's on the 14th, so we barely got a chance to party for her. And then by the 23rd, she's an ancestor. So like my February was trash, worst birthday ever.
Man.
So in the meantime and in between time, what I also didn't understand was that he was also an alcoholic. Yeah, that was the other red flag I forgot to drop in there.
So you saw, so how, okay. Girl, keep going with the story. Lord.
So we get married. Now I got to tell you the story of my wedding only because my best friend has made me promise because of the HE Husky 6. I put her through that 48 hours that I could never tell this story without giving her credit where it was due. So we fly to Las Vegas. My family's in from Houston. My best friend, my cousin are in my wedding. We get to Vegas and I get my hair done. He's late picking me up from the hairdresser. Like I'm out there for an hour at like 10 o'clock at night. Because again, remember, he's a drinker. And I'm thinking he's drinking because his mom died on a Saturday when you went to go meet some rando in Houston on a Friday. And that could be a little traumatic. Like if you just waited one more week to be hot in the pants, like you'd have been there for the whole situation. Like, and so I kind of almost felt like a little guilt because, this is God was gonna do what he was gonna do anyway, and I was gonna get mixed up in this drama anyway. But at the time, at like 26, 27, you're just trying to think like, okay, if I'm any part of like, me with all my little extra phoning with him and, telling him stuff and getting him all in his head that he just rushed down here to get a plane ticket to come to Houston and this lady was already, she was on the clock. And I felt like I kind of just some way had inserted myself in the middle of something that was just way bigger than me. So we get to Vegas, we get married. I don't I'm so angry when he picks me up because like all these beautiful curls and it's like $200 worth of weave and stuff is like now just completely and totally trashed. Like the next morning, we get into a argument in the middle of the street of the strip. Like I'm so angry and I'm yelling at him and he's intoxicated when he comes to pick me up an hour late from the hairdressers. I'm outside Jesse Penney's. I'm like, I'm crying. I call my best friend. I'm like, I'm going to jail. And she's like, where are you? I was like, I'm still at the hairdresser. She's like, it's
Second. So
10:30. I'm like, yes.
at no time did your woman intuition kick in and says you're in danger.
Yeah, when we was like in the middle of the strip, like we left the place where I got my hair done at the JC Penney's, and as we're driving back to the hotel, like anybody who ever been to Vegas, if you go to Hilton, it's all strip. That's where I was going. And as we're going there, we turn to the thing, and I'm so angry, and I'm yelling, and I'm screaming. I put the car in park. We go from drive to park. I just leave the rental car. I'm just saying in my car. I put it in park, and I tell him the wedding is off, and I get out and I walk to the hotel.
Let me I would like for you to answer some of these comments.
Oh,
So
sure. Go ahead.
huh?
Go ahead. Read the questions. Yeah, I'm willing.
Rose says, and When is his birthday? It's November what?
6th. We're the 6th.
November 6th. Okay. Bet you know now says, was his family supportive of this marriage?
It was kind of like 50-50 because he had been like semi-problematic. You know, he was a hustler. He was a street dude from Chicago. We lived off 115th and House there. Like when you see the things about Chirac, like I lived there. Like Church Street, if you see anything about the original Chicago gangs, his grandmother lives there to this day. Like, you know, praying that, you know, she's not an ancestor yet.
He also,
Um,
sorry not to cut you off. Were you close to any of his family? Didn't nobody warn you?
mama. That's the one who liked me, was the mama.
And she didn't warn you?
No, now because we'd only been together like 3-4 months, and then she was gone. So the one person that did like me, who had all the information that could have gave it to me, was gone, and then the people that were there with the information weren't going to share with me because I was an outsider.
Hey, healthy care workers, welcome to the chat. Please help like and come on in. So we have community here explaining to us how she met her ex-husband on Xbox, married him, had one child. Crazy enough, she quit her job and moved it to Chicago within 6 months. Okay, let's go on with the story.
So security come out there, we tripping. I'm all upset. They tell us separate for the night. So when we get ready to get married the next morning, my best friend is like, "Look, you done spent all this money. Like you have a reception planned at the MGM with Emerald Lagasse's wedding. I mean, you know, with the whole wedding thing. Like you didn't pay a lot of money for this. Your people pay a lot of money for this. Like, are you just mad at him because he was late, or like?" In my heart, I was like, no, it's like it's some other stuff going on, but like I didn't gathered all these people here. We didn't this cake, and I got a dress, and man, my dress was so far. I'm like, what do we? So she was like, okay, do you think you can go through it? I was like, yeah, cool. So we do. He's drunk at the wedding. I don't have any. I
The
don't.
wedding day, he's drunk. But you
He's
know
supposed
what,
to
girl,
be
you crazy. You met this man 6 months,
at this
left
point,
your
8 months,
family, moved to Chicago to the war zone,
to the wardrobe.
and then you did not pay attention to your woman intuition. Braylon, do you have any questions for her as of right now?
I mean, this was in Vegas. Oh,
No.
you know what? No comment. Go ahead.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. You get to the wedding, he's drunk. Okay, let's go.
And so, unfortunately, my uncles, because you know we country, like they start pouring them drinks because you're getting married to my niece. They're excited,
Making the situation worse.
idiots. That's what I'm telling you. Like, y'all, somebody go find this journal, y'all, and they gonna be like. So we get to the venue, like we do it. Like he's literally like on our wedding pictures. Like, he looks kind of, you know, he's hugged up on me. Now he's a big guy too. He's 6'3". He's every bit like 285. I'm like 5'9". I'm like this size. I've always been. So there's all these this little woman with this big old dude. And everything goes off without a hitch. Well, fast forward to the pregnancy. I'm pregnant with our first child. She's going to be born in January of 2009. So this is like November of 2008. And the cop, the person from the funeral, sends now my very married husband of like 3 years at this point a inappropriate video of her mid coitus with another person, and he's just sitting there watching it over and over because you know he got a pregnant wife, and you know she's not, and she's attractive, and so that ends in. No, he's just watching her video that she sent him. We're in Texas now. We done moved back to Texas. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, part of the red flags that I should
have moving back to Texas.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So we get married. Let me stop there before I get to the kid. We get married. The first week I'm in Chicago, like the very first week. Like remember, I moved it's December. I quit my job and I'm in the U-Haul. We get to his house and I'm seeing the location. It's 115th and Halstead. Feel free to go Google the map and look at the houses. Yes, that's where I stayed. I should have been like concerned then because like this is January. I still have a chance to call this foolish. Just we go to get ice cream. When we come back, there's a drive-by on our block. I'm from a small Texas town. I didn't know what was going on. So as we pull in, there's a car sitting in like this area that has like their park lights on. And as soon as we like pass through the little cut and when we pull up in our driveway and I'm getting ready to get out with my ice cream and little stuff, he said, "Nah, Jay, just chill." I was like, "What are you talking about, dude? Like, nah, something ain't right." And sure enough, you hear the ear screeching out of the car. They're targeting a person that's probably like 3 houses down. So they did, you know, it wasn't targeted us. We would just have to be there quiet to make sure, we're in our car until like the noise passes. And then, so like, yeah, that happened the first week I was there,
So he put your life in danger.
just by the address that I had, literally. And,
So
and how I moved back to Texas is another incident with weapons left a perfect hole that went through the windshield and into the headrest. And at that point, I just found out I was expecting. I was like, I found out I was expecting for Mother's Day in May. That happened in July. I was gone 2 weeks later because at that point I had been through so much that when that happened, I was like, okay, dummy,
okay,
it's this
you
thing
you
gone.
you eventually saw, I guess, a yellow flag. So bet you know now asks, what was the rush to marry? Were you under pressure to get out of your parents' house?
The pressure to get married was I was the youngest of five. I have four brothers. I'm the only girl. I'm the youngest, and I was the only one not married with no kids in a big Southern Black Christian
So
family.
you felt pressured. Did they mention that to you? Did you feel like, oh, you're ready to settle down and have a family? Because I want to remind you, I know you was only 26. I'm gonna give you that. You met a man online who could have been a killer.
Period. Period. With a criminal record already. Period. Multiple criminal records. Yeah, like if I had just done a simple Google search on his first and last name, which I would eventually have to come to do behind some other things with the baby mama, because of course, we're gonna go to court because I was like, oh, you got a woman now. Da, 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 da. Yeah. So I could have like literally. So that's what caused me to move home. Like I was never clearly I didn't want to protect myself, but once I had a new life inside of me, I guess that last incident, and it literally left a perfect hole in my headrest. There was police tape across my car. I was late to work that day because basically it was like two houses over, but because there had been like random ones that went into cars and trees, anywhere it went, they had to yellow tape it off, and that was
So
it for me.
have you dated online since your
Never
divorce?
again. Never again. The next man I met and married, I met at a barbecue eating
Oh,
brisket.
how long were you guys married?
The second time around, I learned that time only 2 years.
2 years. So why was your picker off on the second one?
My picker was off on the second one because coming out of the first one, I figured I had picked wrong because I was desperate. I was the only one that didn't have kids and a husband, and everybody's, doing this stuff at the holidays, and I just wanted to be with it. And he needed a family, and I wanted to be a part of a family. So I kind of got why my picker was off on that one. The second time, I married an arc. Like I was love bombed into like oblivion. Like I'm talking about
That'll do it.
park. We went to ride horses in the park. He bought my favorite hardcover books. I'm a nerd. I'm a teacher. So could you imagine somebody showing up with like, $150 worth of books? Like, he wasn't like no regular dude that's gonna buy like flowers and candy. He actually listened. Like he stood in line one time on Valentine's Day and made the woman dip my strawberries fresh and only put the toppings on them that I wanted. I thought that was the most. He was so attentive to detail. No, he's a control freak and he wanted that stuff exactly the way he wanted it. And he probably
Wow.
gave them people unholy but Jesus doing it. But I don't know because I'm at work and I'm just excited because he showed up at the job and my all my strawberries is just like I like them. I don't have to throw nothing away. I ain't got to worry about that candy, but you just take about. No, but my stuff is all right. I got white lilies because that's my favorite flowers when I get home. Oh, I got the thing the second time around, and
So
then
I
I
have another question for you. So how long was the courtship? I guess answer for both marriage one and two. How long was the courtship before the marriage?
question before the marriage for marriage number one was only 8 months from meeting to getting married. 8 months. Question number two from marriage to meeting to marriage was probably 2.5 years.
Mm.
Okay. So y'all dated for a little bit. Braylon, do you
Yeah,
have any questions?
yeah. It seems to me that both of the circumstances were a culmination of where am I in life, what
Mm-hmm.
am I receiving out of life,
Mm-hmm.
and you know your reality plus your mental kind of came to a collision from what I'm hearing. Um,
Exactly.
and I say that with love because I think we've all been there where our reality and how we feel, our mental clashes. You know what I mean? Because when you said that, it's Emerald Lagasse and, this big hall, I'm just like, I pray to God I'm never in that situation with a friend of mine where they were supposed to get married and this whole kid and caboodle is just disintegrated. Now, of course, with me, I know how to take the microphone and be an MC and make and find the funny in it. But in the same token, it's hard to find the funny when your commitment is not funny. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So that's why I'm sensing so
So
far.
if you were friends with her at that time, referring to the first marriage, would you have told her not to marry him?
Yeah, it was some kind of FOMO, and it was actually more like I was left out because I was the only one. Like, and I mentioned that they're 8 years older than me. Like the youngest brother and closest in age to me is like 8 years older than me. Like I have a niece that is like 10 months. Her birthday's like 3 weeks after his, so she's like 11 months basically younger than me. Like that's how big the age gap is.
Oh, see, I didn't even know what that was. Well,
Yeah,
thank you.
fear of missing out, FOMO. Yeah, it was.
So, how do you feel about the new show? Can you relate to them? How do you feel about it? Are you watching it?
I am addicted. I am all in. Number one, because the one thing I can say is he was crazy, but he wasn't a coward. He got on the plane. He jumped out the window. He's like, that girl down there, Texas, I'm going to get some of that gumbo. Like, come on down. So I kind of understand how you get into a situation where, like, when I tell you before he came to Houston, he was like, he was everything. Like, I woke up to this man on my phone wishing me love you, do all day. You know, this was before Uber Eats and stuff. So he would sometimes call with a credit card. No telling where the credit card came from. And like pay for my dinner. So like when I got off from work, I could go by, Antonio's Italian restaurant, and like we would go grocery shopping together. We would literally be on the phone together in movies. Like I would pick stupid movies that we would go see together. Like he was such a part of my everyday existence. I see how people block out the real world. I see how you can be so digitally enmeshed that IRL is in non-existence. It's a non-factor.
Wow. My laptop is about to die, so I'm gonna try to log in to
Just
Chrome.
to trust me. Once I have a kid with you and you ain't right, I'm gone.
Oh, okay. So she has one child. So you have one
I, do.
child.
I have the one from the first marriage and one from the second. So there's 16.
Oh, okay. Now,
Yeah.
Braylon,
Yes.
Miss Community, you can ask them too. So you said your last relationship was a year and a half ago. How
Hmm.
long was that relationship?
It was about, I think, let me see. I think it was about 6 months or so, but it's been a full year since then. Um, I and this is the thing, and I will be completely honest. Her last relationship, it was some trauma to it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Let
you're
me
good.
hold on.
She's
Okay.
switching. It's cool.
My laptop's gonna die and I'm gonna just
Switch out. You got it.
continue on my phone. But go ahead, Braylon. So
Yes, there was some trauma to that, and that was a learning curve for me. Not so much in a bad way, but um, a learning curve in terms of emotionality. And I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and we talked about good guys versus bad guys, and I asked my friend, like, why in the world do good guys finish last? And they were like, well, it's not that they finish last, but they don't get noticed as much as they deserve.
oh my
Because
goodness.
when you try your best to love somebody when they haven't been loved, that is the hardest test, because you're being genuine, you being you, but because they're not used to it, you have to take the brunt of it. And so one of the big things for our relationship was, she wanted me to post her to Facebook.
Yeah, I
Um,
would do it. Yeah. No, I
now,
ain't
now,
finna hold.
now, now, with me, this is why I said to her, I really could give two damns about Facebook, because I believe that I should be loving you in real life,
Thank you.
because a post is just a post.
It
But
is.
if if I'm not loving you and you're not loving me, then that post is going to be shit. And so when I
Mhm.
said to her that I didn't really feel that excited to post to Facebook, she felt that I was excited to post her. And I had to say to her plenty of times, like, it's not that at all. Like, were the messages lovely? Absolutely. Like, to see all my family and friends happy for me when I'm happy for other people, that's a good feeling, right?
Right,
But
right.
there are people who are not in your corner all the time. So I didn't want people to say, who is she? Where she come from? Because you already know my mouth. And if I love you, I love you. And if somebody comes against you, they're coming against me. So I didn't want that. You understand? So we
The
recently,
looky loos, you know, it's looky loos everywhere lurking. You know that.
For
exactly right.
some reason, that you know what's crazy, because I had a conversation with the person that I'm currently talking to, and he mentioned something about the good guy, bad guy. He was like, "Why does women always go for the bad guy?" Because he was single for a while after his divorce too, and he says that one of the people that he was just talking to, but it wasn't official yet, she left him alone because she say he's just too good to be true.
And
So thank you,
sometimes you
sis.
and sometimes you can block your
Where they do
own
that at?
blessings
Where
by
they do that
not
at?
sometimes you can block your own blessings by not believing that you deserve it.
Thank you, girl. Hill. He is
Real,
good, and you are good. You are his good and
real
perfect thing.
talk.
Girl Hill.
Real
Yeah.
talk. So when it came to, me and her, we went to the aquarium and she wanted me to post some pictures from the aquarium. I'm just like, listen, I'm just happy to be here with you. I'm that old school of a dude. My dad, he only has social media to connect with friends and family. My mom, she can't stand social media.
So let me ask you, was it a thing that for you that you
Hmm.
were not ready to post, or you just wanted the relationship to grow organically
Sure.
outside of social media?
I wanted the relationship to grow organically with us and find our footing before posting to the world, because once you post to the world, it's not true. There's no safe space anymore. And like I said before, my dad, he only has social media to connect with his family and friends. My mom can't stand social media. But yet they support me in my media career. The only thing they ask me to do is just to protect the family. This is your assignment. This is the career
So,
you chose. This is the thing that you invested in. We support you, but you also have to support us. And I understood that. And so I bring up my mom and dad because they're so old school. They've been married for, I think, 20 going on 25 years now,
that's a
over two
blessing.
decades. It is. And so, I pull from them and I pull from my village of, when you are minding your business, you have business. I'm going to say that two more times. When you're minding your business, you have business. When you're minding your business, you have business. So me and my ex recently, let the church say amen. So
Amen.
recently, me and my ex reconnected, and she
Good.
said, Braylon, I just want to say sorry to you. I totally understand why you wanted us to be private. Not because you did not love me, but because you did love us. And I'm like, that's all I was trying to do.
So what
I'm that
happened
old
is,
school.
Welcome to the chat, sis. Welcome to the chat.
so are you willing to date her again?
I am willing to date her again with a new purpose. Because, to use an old scripture,
Good.
not to be a pastor, but you can't put new wine in old wineskins.
You cannot.
And I think sometimes when it comes to exes breaking up, now if your ex was a itch or a Mitch and they did you wrong, you have every right to block that negativity out your life.
Of
Uh,
course.
but I think sometimes the reason why some exes are exes is because y'all did not grow into your personalities as individuals, and you need time to elevate apart so you can elevate together. And I think that's what happened with me and her. So nothing is set in stone.
But
Um,
you're open. That's the good thing.
Absolutely, I'm open. And she said something to me that I really embraced. She said, Braylon, the career you're going into is loud. I'm just like, yeah, I mean, this mouth is very blessed and gifted, and this soul and body is gifted to do many things. But with that being said, when she said a quiet life, she wants to be able to do what she wants to do and have peace in it. And I said to her, I want you to
Well,
know,
she's
even
coming
though,
back a different person then.
Well, no, no, absolutely. And what I said to her was, even though my life may be loud, I decide what's quiet in my life. I'm gonna say that to you, for example.
Ooh, that'll
Even
preach
though
the
my
sermon.
life may be loud, I decide what's quiet in it. Even though my life may be loud, I decide what's quiet in it. So you don't have to be the extrovert. Let me be me. I got you for you because watch this, everybody. I'm gonna use Tamar and Vince for example. You should marry your person to be your something, not your everything.
Oh yeah.
You should marry your person so they can be your something, not your everything. You should marry your person so they can be your something, not your everything. I'm marrying my wife for her to be my something. I don't need you to be my manager.
Preach.
I don't need you to be my manager. I need you to be my investor.
Let me tell
And I'll be
you.
your investor.
Wow.
Okay.
You just said a mouthful, cause
We will be picking up collection at the end of the stream.
okay, that's great, like you used to. So okay, we got healthcare workers that says fear is real for some folks. When they are too good to be true, they feel that if they drop their guard and get strong, it is detrimental and devastatingly traumatic. Some never want to feel that hurt again. Now, let
No,
me tell you, a healthcare worker, I don't know if you're on here longer. That was one of the reasons after I got divorced that I recently started dating, that I remained single, because I know when I fall, I fall. I don't I date to love the person for real. And even me, even this young lady who stopped talking to him before I even though I feel that I am very much healed, I even was like thinking this he's a good dude. I can't believe I met a good dude on a blind date that a friend set up. I just wanted me a little German shepherd. I planned on never dating again. I planned on never marrying again. I love my house. And when my kids are not here, when they're in Georgia with my ex husband, it's even better. It's even better. So, yeah, that is very true.
Bye bye now, kids. You be good. You hear?
no,
I mean, like,
Lord,
bye.
Lord. And let
I'm
me say
tell
this.
me when y'all get there.
Right.
Right?
And let me say this to bet you know now. Even though she was broken and afraid, she recognized that within herself. And I think we also have to recognize that we all are damaged and afraid in some shape, form, and condition. But just
Yes.
because we are that doesn't mean we're trying to stay that. So I
Right.
just wanted
Right.
to give that context. And I know Bet You Know Now was not just saying that to say that. I sincerely felt nothing but love from that comment because it was a learning moment for you and for me and for all of us. But I just want to give that context that she is going through her work. And I think,
It's a journey.
yeah, exactly. And,
Journey.
I think also, too, we have to recognize the totality of a person has to be different than just moments with a person.
Wow. Say that again, brother.
Really, we have to be able to look at somebody's totality rather than moments,
My God.
because honestly, if we really want to be honest, the scripture of he or she who has not sinned cast the first stone, we have all had some moments where everyone had the right to turn us away, but thank
Mm,
God we had our totality to redeem us.
we have grace.
And that
It-
brings me back to my story.
yeah,
We have to use the totality of our senses when we're getting into these things. I was listening to the things he was saying, but I was seeing him falling down. I saw him pee in the kitchen thinking it was the bathroom. Like he was that bad of an alcoholic. Had
wow.
I committed to all of my senses, not just the ones that I like to use, my mouth and the other, had I
And you
believed
say
in
I'm a
myself,
heathen? I don't want to ever hear this shit again. Go ahead with your story.
sir, I'm an old lady and I'm an elder. I am 37 seconds away from Social Security. Don't go there, sir. Do not. 30 seconds away from Social Security. I'm a,
So you really so what are you gonna are you willing to date again?
never, never.
So you
I
think
do
that
my
you
time.
were
Like
hurt
I feel like
that bad
yeah,
that
I feel like it's like prison now. Like I low key feel like my celibacy, and I tell people that, and they like that's such a horrible way to think about it. I'm like, but if you're in a place, it's almost like Schindler's List or the Stockholm syndrome. Like if you're in a bad place and you can find a way to get through it, like then you just find a way to get through it. And I exercise and I've got these businesses and I'm raising these children and I got elderly parents and it's so much fullness in my life. Like you, I'm 10 toes all the way down. Like we did some stuff that I'm glad the statute of limitations is over. Okay,
Well,
girl.
let me ask you, but and I'm only talking like this because I have literally opened my heart a few months ago to allow someone to. He literally told me, "Let me love you." I'm
That
like,
part.
Girl, I ain't got time for that stroke, girl. I'm gonna be all down to the cardiac care unit, girl. You got to call the
it's
people that
not a, because one thing about me, I'm kind of like you. If something is going on, I gotta fix something. I'm gonna go to Home Depot. I got my ladder. I got my nails. I got everything I need, and I'm gonna
I got
fix it.
a sander, a drill back here. Like I'm a country girl. So and that's the other thing too. I'm a fixer. We're empaths. So when not only do I feel what you're going through, I also have all this
I was
creativity and
you.
capacity to do.
I was you just a few months ago who said I was just going to get a dog, and I've been single 7 years, and I refuse to date. And all of a sudden, this person comes into my life who treats me well, and I just want to do everything on my. Hey, Nikki News and
Hey,
Narcissa.
Nikki.
So even though you
In the
say that, you don't know what God's plan is for you.
And that's why we were talking earlier, like, Lord, let me want what you want. But that's a
Yeah,
process of
That's
breaking down those walls. That's a process of letting him take the pieces and putting them back together. The potter wants to put them back together. Yeah, shout out to Jermaine Hawkins on the other side, kissing my grandma. Um, so it takes a while for the potter to put the pieces back. I think about the lady with the oil. She had
yes,
to go all up and down the street to collect those vessels. She had to make the neighbors
yes.
trust her to give them they empty jars. Knowing this woman is on the way. Look, I know this lady. The fact that her and that little boy been making it this long, everybody on the street probably been wondering. So when she comes up asking for these empty jars, and this is somebody that they know is like 37 seconds away from going dance with Peter at the gates, like what is she talking about? And he just tells her, "That's all right. Just go get as many as you can. And when you start pouring this oil, you're gonna not only pour enough to make sure that this ain't the last loaf of bread you ever make for you and your son. You're gonna make so much that you will be able to sell the excess
Live
and
off.
clear off your debt."
But
So
let me,
I'm in the process of just collecting jars from my neighbors. That's how I look at it.
and
Some
you
people gonna give me
should.
some. He
I
gonna give me
think
more. I'm just collecting jars from my neighbors.
you should never give up hope. And even though you remain single and abstinent, just like I was, because listen, I'm not far from where you was. Okay, this has only been a few months. I believe that as women, we go into relationships to love. We don't go into relationships for 6 months, 1 year, whatever. When we find our person, what we assume to be our person, we go in wholeheartedly. And I was wounded. I was hurt. I was bitter. I was broken. And even in my healed part, I was just like you. I said, I will not date. And all of a sudden, this happened. So when I started praying, even though I didn't really care for a spouse, I've always said, God, what is in your will for me? And heal me that if you send me my mate, that I don't bleed over him. You get what I'm saying? I know that if you have somebody for me, he's on the potter's wheel.
Yes, and that's the whole point. Like I want to be the kind of person that comes in to be the 10%. You should come in as a 90 and I should come in as a 90. And what we bring to each other is that 10. I shouldn't walk into a restaurant like don't go in the grocery store starving, baby. Like you're gonna buy all the wrong things. You're gonna be on the cookie aisle eating the grapes, you know what I'm saying? The security watching you. So I wanna go into a restaurant full. So when I get the menu, I'm not gonna act like I'm starving. Oh, I'm 46. Oh girl, I am blessed. I will tell anybody that. Like I made it. I made it
So
past
you
the
out here
high.
joking with damn Braylon. You only 3 years older than me. Talking about you old. Healthcare worker said, "Oh, chill. The number 7 is real. You hear me? Same. 7 years. Chill, yo. The tribe. Don't better louder know that Rocky. Let me tell you, 7 years. 7 years.
That's
Single,
a number.
abstinent, And let me
No,
tell
the number of completion, if for all of those in the faith
you,
tradition, it's the number of completion.
yes,
It's also the number
Braylon,
that will give you rest.
Braylon. Hey, bet
Yes.
you know Braylon and Rose. Hey,
Hey,
girl.
news.
Hey. So,
But no, I feel like because I am a loving person, I'm a generous person, I'm a giving person. I volunteer at the church, I play the piano, I work with the kids. So I do believe that at some point he is going to make it so to where I have to come out of this shell. Like he's not going to, like
yeah,
God is not going to allow me to stay in this space for forever. Like I said, I
yes,
met old dude, the second dude, sitting at a barbecue. Like I wasn't out there down to like his. The girl was cooking and she was best friends with my coworker. And my coworker said, "Hey, I'm going to this barbecue." I was like, and there was this chocolate thing across the room. Oh, bless it.
girl, I love chocolate. Honey.
Not you going to a barbecue eating on some meat and then you see some.
The bark on that brisket. The bark on that brisket. And see, that's a southern conversation. If you don't know about bark and brisket, just drop down in the chat. We'll explain to you. Like the bark on that brisket was perfect. The
Uh huh.
smoke rings.
Oh my goodness.
I bet it was. I bet it was.
Blessed be. And that's how I ended up, with the
So,
second one.
Braylon, sorry, Braylon, I do hope that you and your person works out and see how it goes, because now you guys are coming back with a different mind frame, and even for you, Braylon, you know what I'm saying. You're coming back with more grace for her healing.
Oh, absolutely.
Um, so Rose says, I agree. You will meet your true mate. Yeah, I believe you will. And
And I
even
think for Braylon, he's 30. That's a good age for men
so
to
young.
finally. Yeah, because it's not even about a freak off or not a freak off. You was out there doing your coming to America business or whatever. This is about you being a settled human being. It's
Right.
about a lot of the insecurities that we carry out of our teens and our 20s. Once we settle into our careers and stuff, we become just a better, for lack of a better term, a person with more patience, a person with more empathy, a person with a
Yes.
longer view of life. So you get to understanding that, like, my plans ain't got to be for the weekend for, like, who's starting at 10 o'clock, and do I need to be there before 11:30 when the well drinks go out special. Like now you're thinking about, okay, where am I going to be in 5 years? So like the way you shift your time and time management in your own mind and in your own life becomes very different. And so now it's not like, okay, I need her to do this right now. Like she ain't got this, she ain't got this. It's like, no, we're building, we're
Yeah.
moving.
Very, very, very what you said makes a lot of sense. And even from you talking right now, I know you're not the same person even from your second marriage. So I do believe that as we grow, we learn from our mistakes. There's certain red flags that, let me let me tell y'all. I married my husband, and I call him a narcissist junior, or Martell Jr. This man does not believe in God. I had no business marrying him as a Christian.
I got married at the courthouse the second time. I told you, too many hotels. Married at the courthouse.
Girl, Braylon, are you and her still friends?
Yes, we are still friends to this day. And people always say you need to have a friendship first before you get into a relationship. And I think, and she even asked, "Do I have a girlfriend?" And I'm like, "No, I don't. It's not because of you. I just been on my grind. I'm sorry, I just made it to 2,000 subscribers and we passed 100,000 views. So I've been hustling. You know what I mean?
Yay!
So thank you. But no, seriously, I think sometimes too you have to understand that everything has a reason or a season, right? And like I said, if we get back together, we get back together. If we don't, we don't. But I think the biggest thing is, as long as the energy is there to care for that person, that's the most important thing. Because if you don't care about that person, there's no chance to get back together, or even the possibility if you don't care about that person. You know what I mean?
I
Um,
get it.
and that's just real talk. And I remember when we broke up, I said to her, if you find somebody, I just want him to treat you right, because even though we ain't together, I still care about you. So if you tell me something going on, I'm gonna have to step in, and vice versa with me. And that's only because I matched the energy of what was needed for her, and she matched the energy for me, and we respected what we brought to each other's lives. So for that commitment, we're always going to have each other's back. But not everybody has that mindset, though. You know what
No,
I mean?
no, they
And
don't. It's
it
mostly for
can
selfish, and then when you hurt them, they go off the deep end and act up.
absolutely. You cannot expect you out of the people,
My
right?
mama used to tell me that all the time, baby. They not you.
No, absolutely. And you know what? I will say this too. I think when it comes to trying to pursue somebody, I think sometimes we don't appreciate the process of getting to know someone.
Right.
Really, really don't. Like for example,
Agree.
a very beautiful content creator, Upper the Unicorn. I think she is absolutely fabulous. Her
Oh, she is so
commentary is out of this
gorgeous.
world, and Upper D makes me smiley. It can make me smiley in more ways than one. But
Ooh.
in the same token, though, I believe that the best way to get to know someone is to invest in them.
Okay.
And so, even though I have that thought, that doesn't mean she has to have that thought. And I
Is
think
she
us
aware?
men, say that again.
Is she aware?
I've in the live chats, I've said Upper D makes me smiley, and she said handsome Braylon before. So we wordplay is a good
We
word.
putting her on the list of people to have a background check on. Keep going.
Lord help. Wordplay is a space that we are in. But
Okay.
and I'm saying this with all love if she does hear this. To me, what I find attractive about woman is the strength of knowing who she is, how she cares about people, how she allows herself to move. And I say allows herself to move, not in terms of getting permission for somebody to move, but allowing herself to know that in each space she knows her capacity to take in emotionality. Like I said, I'm a very old school dude. You understand? Like I said, my biggest prayer is for my future wife, whoever that may be. Will I love her, love my career? Absolutely. Will I love to see me be the black Dr. Phil, she be the black Robin, we walk off the talk show together every day? Absolutely. But also, too, I understand that the best way for my queen to thrive is for my queen to thrive for who she wants to be.
What Shawnee told him, baby, I'm married to this man. I ain't no first lady.
That part. So my biggest prayer is I want her to ask me how my soul is doing today, because if she cares about my soul, she'll care about everything that relates to my soul.
And I think that's a good place where you're at. I really do. I think you are at a place where you are ready to receive. You are ready to give. Like I say, I'm down here just collecting these oils, thinking that me and my child ain't gonna make it past the night.
You're gonna be all right, okay? You're gonna be all right. So before I bring it to a close, I want to hear your opinion all about dating online. I'm gonna just go ahead and say my piece, and then you can go, and then Braylon can go last. For me, at 43, I will not date a man online. I see that men Men, yes, girl, it was so very hard. I couldn't bring a Bible in the house. I was unevenly yoked, and I was a baby Christian at that time. I just literally got saved. So it was very hard dating someone who did not believe in God. I will never do that again. I will never be unevenly yoked. So for me, um I feel that men in general, especially black men, because that's the only ones I'm attracted to, can step outside and talk to anybody, even when y'all have a wedding ring on. Braden, I say y'all because you're a black man. Even when y'all step outside and y'all have a wedding ring on, there's always a person, even if she wants to be a mistress, that's willing to talk to y'all. So I feel it is lame for a man to go online to talk to women. I feel that there's killers. You're being just disingenuous. I just feel that dating online shouldn't be a thing for a man that is serious. That's my piece. Go ahead, community.
I'm actually into the dating online. I do think it's a good way for you to kind of be able to like broaden your horizons. Even though I didn't have the best of luck, but wasn't traditional. Clearly, that's why I always tell my story the way it was. But I believe that the universe can use any myriad of tools to send goodness your way. So if you find some random person who's got this weird looking book title in his Tinder profile, and you didn't believe nobody even read that book because that's your favorite book too, that might be your boo.
Okay, Braylon.
I will say this. Um, you know, everything is in the eye of the beholder. But the only way to behold anything is for your eyes to see something, correct? So, to me, when it comes to online dating, I think understand that your eyes deserve to see good and your eyes deserve to reject what you do not want. So I will not say online dating is bad because what is bad for one may be bad for another. Now that also depends on the moves you make. But also to recognize that don't be so deep into virtual reality that you forget your reality and that your blessing can also be in reality. Because on the Never Ever Mets, we see that virtual reality and reality are not the same.
It's not. It's not.
If people on TV are struggling with virtual reality in real life, you can also struggle with it too.
With $1 million
So,
budget behind them.
Well,
since I'm going to
well,
be reviewing the show and you're going to be
yeah,
reviewing the show, I want to ask
absolutely.
Braylon, who do you think is going to make it out getting engaged or
Mm.
married on this show?
You know what? I could see Josh and Shay
Is that
making
the
it.
PK adults?
No, that's Aaron and Diamond. I do think they will make it. I do
Diamond with
think
the
they will make
Y.
it. Yes, Diamond with the Y, and my man Aaron, he is a BBW lover, and shout out to Own for putting Big Beautiful Woman on national TV.
That's
Amen.
right. That's
Recognizing it.
right.
You know what I mean? I think those two will make it because here's the thing: when I saw that moment of him proposing to another woman, distance can make the heart grow fonder, but the heart can also grow weaker.
So
And so
that's
I,
why I would not give him a
mhm,
second chance.
No,
If
man.
if
Not with
we're
that
dating
reject ring. No,
online,
ma'am.
they're
mhm.
in a committed relationship. He
That,
literally
right
So
now,
that's
I'm not
proposed.
me. That
now.
sounds like leftovers. Your first choice got you didn't get your first choice at the buffet because they ran out of the ribs. So now you down there eating a ham.
Now, listen to me good. Now, I am not defending the behavior. I am giving just another context of you're in a committed relationship, sure, but how many times will that committed relationship be a committed reality? That's all I am saying. I am not
I
negating
don't
the
believe dating
behavior.
online is a real relationship. That's
And
why
and
he almost got engaged to someone else and he bought a ring. He was
right,
very intentional on making that other person his wife. That's because virtual reality is not reality.
Which brought the minute
this
got on that plane and came to Houston.
Hmm.
this is very true. But even though virtual reality is not reality, the reality of the responsibility that you invested into your person can be real if you
And I
if
just think, but all these people, man, y'all, this too much time. Let's be honest. Granted, I probably shouldn't have married nobody in 6 months and moved from Houston to Jacksonville. But boo,
I was about to say if a human personification of hypocrite was forming right now, it would be you. At least they took steps.
a
Okay.
virgin birth. That's correct. It was formed and out of the womb it walked, not knowing a man.
Now listen, I still love you. Let's get that straight. I still love you, but at least they took their time. And I will say this with Josh and Shay, when I first heard that it was 12 years, okay, but in
Crazy.
that premiere episode, they were all over each other like they were meant to be all over each other. So I
And that's,
really
I feel like it's just that you done got down to where the ribs is cold, the ham done turned a different color, and now you down there at the end of the Golden Corral with just a salad because that's the only thing that's left.
and then I think
So,
Brandon and Serena too. Um,
um,
I
Josh and
love
Shay,
those.
12 years. What you think about them?
Like I said, I think they will
That's
make it
him.
out.
Yeah. He thinks they're gonna make it. I think that's foolishness.
I think that's foolishness too.
I'm just sorry.
I don't see it, Braylon.
Like I know
12
somebody that dated their
years,
spouse in real life for 8 years.
and she's more into him. Why you never come to
IRL.
Miami? Girl, first of all, I want to run into her in the streets in Miami. Okay? I do want to run into her.
Okay, now I know this ain't gonna be really a moral barometer, okay? But
Okay. Let me
compare
brace
Josh
myself.
and Shay to Hotel, who has never taken any responsibility in
Oh,
reality.
Braylon,
So
Braylon,
now I know it's not a high bar, but
Braylon.
I think I would rather have a Josh in virtual reality that has at least somewhat treated, Shay with respect than somebody who is not responsible for anything in reality.
Do you see bet you know now comment? He has a 3-year-old daughter.
Thank
I,
you, doing 12 years, fam.
I understand, and that
If
is very
that person is acting up, then you take your friend.
and that is very contradictory of how can you have this deep relationship but yet you have a 3-year-old daughter. I get that. The point that I am trying to say here, at least there is somewhat of a more barometer here, because what I'm getting really tired of is not just y'all. I think it's just the culture we live in. We ask for a lot off of our Toys R Us wish list of emotionality, and when we get it we can't even be grateful for it. Because listen, we only can judge what we see on this show, 60 minutes with commercials, 40 minutes without. But I am going to be open to the possibilities of that. Hopefully, something good can be off of this thing, because we ask for so much good, but yet when it comes, we don't want to
Some of
receive.
the couples came into that house. Who was it? The one with the red shirt? I can't. Yeah, was it them that went to the bathroom? They're about to go have sex. I guess take
That
showers
that that
together.
that, that was Josh and Shay. Yes.
Hi, ay, ay.
If I was
That's
Aaron,
insane.
Red flag on play, Braylon.
I mean,
Somebody
if I,
call a referee. Throw the flags. Get the
I
replay.
mean, if I was Aaron and he's a preacher's kid and I was a preacher's kid, lay some holy oil and more things to be splashed into
Josh
the
and Shay.
baptism. Praise Him, Hallelujah, Amen. Um, I need to
Because
stop.
somebody who's been married twice, I can tell you when somebody wants you, they want you, even if they bet
Thank
you
you.
crazy. Like the second dude I married was a full on narc. He asked me to marry him within 60 days of us meeting. I told y'all these stories are all horrible.
Wasn't Aaron the one? I think his name is Aaron that I was talking about with Joanna.
Yeah.
Joanna.
Wasn't he's the one? He at least tried to go see her. He just lost his ID. Was it him? Yeah.
Yes.
So come on, Braylon. When a
No,
man want to see you,
I'm with you. A man who wants to see you will put in the effort. Okay, I'm just trying to find some silver lining here. Good damn, because the show's gonna be back on May
listen.
4th, and then everybody's gonna go to hell in a handbasket over bullshit that we already know about. So my bad for trying to see some type of sunshine in the midst of all this. In the midst of all this rainy day,
And
thunderstorm.
especially that foolishness that happened at the end. Y'all,
Oh my god.
and like we haven't even
Oh
gotten there,
my
y'all.
god.
Oh my god, I know you got to go, sis, because we all got work anymore. We all got 99 responsibility. But like, can we talk about 37 seconds about the foolishness at the end?
Yeah, we'll be
Y'all
done in
feel that little-
it's 10:21. By 10:30 the life will be over. I didn't even think I would be on here this long. So let's talk about the foolishness at the end. Bet you know now says Aaron J is suspect. Girl, you think so? The dangling earrings? Girl, I can't stand the dangling earrings. Okay. Okay, Rose says she's not watching the new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. But Braylon and community, I do want us to come on here, do our own separate reviews. Bet you know now I'll be following you as soon as this live is over. And I want us to all come on. Definitely be going. If y'all have lives, I'll be there. We need to talk about this.
Yeah,
We
no,
need to talk about
We
this.
do need to talk about online dating because it is incredibly prevalent and it's kind of like any other tool. We got to learn how to use it correctly.
No,
yeah.
I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it at all.
Sis,
I'm not.
we country girls. We got all them tools. Some of them we use a lot. Some of them we use a little. This is one we might just need to use sparingly.
Yes, let's see. We all need to watch it Friday and discuss this because for me, because I like the fact that we all have different perspective about it. Braylon to me is a hopeless romantic, even though I am too. He has a different perspective on it. Like he actually
I do.
you
I
actually see a couple coming out
He
of
roots for
that.
these people, girl. These people crazy. He root for them to all be
now
Lifetime
now now now
movies.
now listen, okay? What is crazy to one may be sane to another, okay? But
I,
in the same token of me being a hopeless romantic, did I not give a lot of good advice on how to handle yourself in your own reality too? I'm not
yes.
such a hopeless romantic
Yes.
that I don't understand reality and gravity. Let's not do me like that.
I get it, Braylon. But Braylon,
Hmm.
I don't see it. The 12 years together, then we got Dominic and Alexis fighting at the end. Like that was so aggressive. I'm already
Yes, it
mad.
was.
The way
Me
he
and
was holding her, like
Yeah, me and Gigi Nah, we talked about that on our review on Saturday. I won't be able to watch it Friday because I don't have home, but I have Discovery Plus where it airs literally the next day. But to give y'all a little bit of the behind the scenes, what should have happened with that scene was, well, to give y'all a little context, y'all saw the time was 2:40 a.m. Correct? There
2:40
is
a.m.
Correct.
Correct. There's a thing called Video Village where there are associate producers and directors and executive producers, this, that, and the third. They're watching the feedback, right?
That is
What
correct.
should have happened was a producer or a production assistant or somebody who wanted to give a damn to come out and handle that ish. And it should have
Yes.
faded to black because, for one, and like
They
I
have
said,
the ability to kill a
this is
feed in the booth. Tell them they had the ability to kill a feed
exactly
in the booth. You can go to
right.
different camera. All that. You got an
Exactly.
earpiece to that person that's got that camera on that foolishness. Tell them the truth.
Exactly. Exactly. So this is the series premiere, and sometimes in the world of social media, your first impression is the impression that everybody stays with. And
Dominic is trash.
that could have been detrimental rather to the staff, to the crew, to own, to Bum Murray Productions. So that's what should have happened, and most of the time in productions, that's what is supposed to normally happen. But I also do think that that moment happened so that way we can see not only just how real the show is, but also too, with reality TV, it's supposed to be not so much a guiding light, but it's supposed to be a open platform for conversation. Because as we see in the preview, even Aaron said, "You gotta remember what happened to you last night." So at least there is somewhat of a support system there. So I'm assuming that they will address it in the next episode. But yeah,
I am looking for
that's a
them
little
to
bit of the
address it.
behind the scenes of reality TV. And this is no disrespect to Glamrocs, bet you know now, or anybody who will review it. But the reason why I say that my review will be the review is because I don't just talk about the show. I don't just bring the realness beyond the show, but I give you that behind the scenes minutia. Because what I've come to realize about media is people don't watch media because they don't understand it. If you can understand what's being produced in front of you, you can understand what you are consuming into you.
It's a lot more
So don't get
interesting when
me
you
wrong,
understand production.
Braylon. I know you don't know much about me because I haven't followed you. I'm gonna go follow all of you guys. I've actually been a makeup artist who work behind the scenes in Atlanta
Okay.
and in Miami.
Yeah, assistant done all kind of productions over there. Yeah.
So, however, a lot of I do know that a lot of things that we do see on Love and Hip Hop and stuff like that because I've worked on set several times, especially in Atlanta. Most
Sure.
all my film credits is from TV shows in Atlanta. Um, I have been a witness to real life drama going on, but what is
Hmm.
shown when I see the clip like 6 months
Correct.
later, it's not real. So I do get where you're coming from.
Hmm.
But I guess from the perspective I'm coming from is I don't
Sure.
believe in online dating, so I will always see it like that. But you're coming, I love the fact that you break it down like that because you're going to give us a different perspective of the
Right.
show. But because I don't believe in online dating, I guess that's where my perspective come from.
And and,
And
and and and and here's the thing: there is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that at all. And like I said, that is no disrespect to anybody who wakes up and tries to do this. God bless your whole entity of your soul, because this shit ain't easy. It, no,
You
no,
got everybody to air
and
your lungs. Good luck.
right, and I say that because
la la.
if you're doing what you're supposed to do and you're being loving, kind, and gracious, and you're investing and not destroying, it's easy being a content creator. But it's hard because the content you think will hit may not hit your audience. But I
Yes.
do believe that if we are going to be content creators, we need to have some nerds about certain topics. We need some, medical nerds. We need some lawyer nerds. We need some media nerds.
We
So
need some
that way we
political and news nerds down here in Texas.
Right.
exactly. So we need nerds in the midst of the students. So we can have a balanced perspective. So that's all I was saying. That's not to say that anyone else won't be covering the media side,
I
but
get you.
also too,
Brooklyn.
I listen.
Listen,
We
I
have to.
really
No, I'm going to
appreciate
stop
you,
right
lady.
now and thank Glam Rocks. I am
Yeah.
going to thank
Absolutely.
her, number one, for her transparency. I want to thank her for her strength. I want to stand in a space of intercessory love and protection for her motherhood and her journey. But most importantly, I want to thank Glam Rocks for just being her. If she
Amen.
wasn't a mom, if she wasn't a wife, if she was nothing more than who God created her to be, kind, generous, smart, funny, that is enough. And so I want to say and celebrate this sister here in
Amen,
all
family.
the fullness of her experience, her joy, her trials, and her triumphs. I want to celebrate you right now in this moment because you are inspiring even us, almost senior
Amen.
citizens, to continue in spite of the tears, to get up with joy, with the joy,
Thank you
even
so
through the tears. So I love you, sis.
Wonderfully
Thank you
said.
so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you
To
for joining
me,
tonight. If you have not followed a community, please go and follow her. She's giving
Yes,
y'all the
indeed.
tea on everything going on down south. If you do not follow Pastor Braylon,
Thank
please
you
do
very
so.
much.
And please go watch the show if you have not watched it. The Never Ever Mets. It's
Yes.
on their network, on their
Hmm.
website. They have the full episode. We're going into episode 2, and we're going to be right back here to discuss it.
And it also streams on Max and also Discovery Plus. And also watch the own YouTube channel. Hey Lala, good to see you, beautiful. It also will drop on the own YouTube channel. So if you don't have own, watch the own YouTube channel because right now the own YouTube channel is the very first episode. So
Wow.
so sometimes they will release the episode to get that second wind on social media. So
Yes,
it's
yes.
around.
Community, they're asking for your link. Braylon, if you want to drop your link or the name to your channel, go ahead.
Sure.
sure.
Go ahead and put that in there. So,
Bray, can you drop
um,
them both in there?
Yeah, hang on, I got you. Hang on, let me look you up. See.
thank you, Lacey. Thank you for stopping by and telling me to pronounce your name correctly. First of all, girl, you know I'm Haitian and I already talk with an accent here. And people in Miami be like, you sound country. No, I don't. Okay. I am Haitian. I
Thank you.
speak
So you know
English
I
as
can't
my
talk.
second
I was born
language.
and raised in Texas. Like we say about 17 words correctly, okay?
Not 17 words correctly. Good Lord
Thank
Jesus.
you.
17
Thank
and a
you.
half.
Thank you, Lala. So this live has been on here 3 hours. I can't believe it. But I thank you, Braylon, for coming on. I really love your perspective on everything. And thank you so very
No
much,
problem.
community, for being brave enough to tell
Yes.
Thank
us how
you.
you met this man and married him. Because one thing we're going to learn, and I've created my tribe to do, is we're going to learn and grow together.
Never.
And
Amen.
despite our failures, that's what helps another person grow. I'm never afraid to say that I was a battered wife, 7 months pregnant, and I was choked out. Because guess what? That will help another woman that is being battered understand, dang, if you survive and you're the woman that you are, if you lost your 18-year-old son, I lost my son last year. Monday been a year since I lost my 18-year-old son. We were
Oh my
literally
Lord.
planning on going to buy his prom suit, and I had to bury him in that. So
Oh,
the
so
only
sorry.
strength I have right now is from God, creating this community and therapy. So never be afraid to give your testimony. Her telling her testimony of meeting this man, marrying him within 6 months, her second marriage is giving people hope. Braylon even stating of the situation with him and the woman he was talking to, and now they grown apart, but now they're just talking as friends. She's coming back as a new person. He's coming back as a new person. So when
Good.
we share our perspective, our life stories, our testimonies, we're encouraging others to avoid a pitfall or encourage them to get out of a situation. Or like Braylon, maybe try again.
Amen.
Try again. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Not a
This
problem.
was
So
a
I'm gonna
great
end
live.
this live, and I thank everyone for being on here. Please go and follow everybody. I'm gonna do that before I get sleepy. And thank you for joining me. Good night, Braylon.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night,
Love
ladies.
y'all.
Good night, Glam Squad.